Welcome, guys. Hope you're all doing well. Hope you're all ready because tonight is about a special night. Tonight we're not here just to watch Monday Night Raw. Tonight we're here for the Viper. Tonight we're here for the Viper, the one and only Randy Orton, who is celebrating his 20th anniversary tonight on Raw. And look at the way we're opening the show. It's Matt Riddle being in the middle of the ring. Let's see how this is going down. Let's see what this is all about. Matt Riddle is already in the middle of the ring.
Tonight is special. Tonight
Yep.
is the 20th anniversary of one of the greatest superstars who have ever done it.
That's right, Riddle.
So
That's
now,
right.
Let's take a look back.
Oh, wow. So, definitely doing what it does best. We know that the company loves to give us highlights. And that's how we're opening the show. And now, tonight, they have a good reason to give us highlights. And they're not going back 1 week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks with their highlights this week. They're going back 20 years. So this is going to be a good one. And I can see my brothers here. Kevin, good to see you. Lawrence, good to see you, brother. Hope you're doing well. Andy, brother, good to see you. Hope you're all doing well. And let's see how this goes tonight, guys, because tonight we have a special show, I believe. It's an exciting show. We've got the celebration of Randy Orton, 20 years. We've got Becky Lynch's return. We've got an arm wrestling match between Omos and, of course, Lashley. So we've got somewhat of a, stacked up Raw tonight. But let's see how this all, plays off. On paper, it looks great. But how is it really? Let's find out. And Randy Orton, we're taking a look at his career so far. The beautiful and historic career of Randy Orton right now. Beautiful stuff. And I can see the brothers here. FMC, good to see you. Ricky, my brother, good to see you. Andy's here. Brother, hope you're doing well. Renegade is here. Good to see you, bro. Good to see you. And that's right, big returns tonight. Indeed, Dale. It's a big Raw. Let's see how this all plays off. And I hope you're all doing well. Good to see all of you, Ricky, Dale. Renegade. Let's see. Well, right now we're getting what WWE loves to give us every single week. Some highlights. This time, back 20 years. Let's see how this plays off, guys. I'm looking forward to this Raw. And we're still waiting. Now we're taking a look at how Randy Orton won the Money in the Bank briefcase. We all remember that beautifully cash in from Randy Orton, don't we? SummerSlam of, I believe, 2013. Was it 2013? Yeah, it seems like 2013. He cashed in on Daniel Bryan, and then we got the whole authority thing. It would have never been possible without Randy Orton or his cash in. So Randy Orton has given us some very, very memorable moments. Some of my favorite moments in the WWE come from Randy Orton. So really, a big fan of him. His career has had a big impact on my favorite storylines in the company for sure. That's right. And we are still watching some highlights. Remember, guys, this is 20 years. So 20 years down the memory lane is going to take a while for sure. But the thing is that the ring is surrounded by, wrestlers, both good and bad, both heels and baby faces. So we'll see how this all plays out. We know Seth Rollins is also there ringside. He's sitting at the commentary desk. So we'll see how this all plays out. But everybody is in the ring right now as we speak, guys. Yeah. And let's see. And FMC says in my universe bonus confirmed Roman Reigns. That's nice, FMC. That's nice. And what else do we have here? Let's say I hear that. That's right. SmackDown is taped. That's right, it is taped. SmackDown is taped, and Ronda Rousey will be facing Shotzi Blackheart in the Beat the Clock challenge. I don't know who's winning, who's not winning, but I do know that Ronda is facing Shotzi. Before I could get that spoiled for me, I just skipped away from that YouTube video. Thank you, Andy. That's right. The set is here. It's here. Okay. Let's do it. All right, making some noise for Randy Orton. Yep. And he makes his way out. Wow. You know what? He comes out celebrating 20 years, but I must say, this is far from my favorite version of Randy Orton. I mean, we've seen so many versions of Randy, the Evolution Randy, the Young Randy. We have seen the Viper Randy, the Apex Predator, of course, the 2009 Legacy Net Randy. This version of Randy Orton is far from my favorite. I've got a lot of complaints with this one. So as he's making his way down right now, not the biggest fan of him. Wow. And you know what, this is the funny part, because we've got the likes of Veer Mahaan actually standing there giving the nod. So I don't know if it's the best idea to actually have guys like Veer Mahaan and heels, be there and giving the nod to Randy Orton. I don't know if that's the best idea, but they're doing it. So they must have thought about it. That's why they're doing it. But I don't know if it's the best idea to really give the heels a nod like that, So that's interesting. Look at that. Actually, the funny part is, around the ring, I'm seeing a lot of heels, and I'm seeing a lot of people who probably shouldn't be there. I'm seeing Veer Mahaan, I'm seeing Austin Theory, I'm seeing Seth Rollins. A lot of people you wouldn't really expect to be there, but they're all there. Interesting. And Chris, good to see you. He says, I hope Bayley comes back today. Yeah, I hope so too. And hopefully when she comes back, she does something memorable. And hopefully, you know what, I've been saying this for the longest time. Hopefully we get a babyface Bayley. That's right. And Jason says 20 years as a full-time wrestler, is that a record? I believe so. It's as a full-time wrestler. Look at that.
In Wikipedia, it is true. I was born in Knoxville, Tennessee.
That's right.
So pretty cool that we're doing this here. On a personal level, man, it's been a hell of a journey. A lot of ups, a lot of downs, a lot of twists, a lot of turns. But I hope you guys aren't getting sick of me, because I ain't going anywhere.
Wow. And look at that, Renegade. Jason, you said 20 years. Is that a record? Randy says, I'm not going to go anywhere anytime soon. So he plans on staying here. Very much here. And Renegade says RK-Bro was only supposed to last a month, with Orton turning on Riddle. Well, the team was a big hit. And this is very similar to the whole Aiden English Rusev thing, the Rusev Day thing. The Rusev Day thing was only supposed to be a one-night thing, but the way it went over with the crowd, it just, it could become a big hit, and it lasting as long as it did. But it was supposed to be only a one-night thing, and it became such a long thing. So there we go. And Andy says, let's hope the chat night is better. That's right.
Right now talking to you also. Thank you, Mick. Same with Triple H, same with Ric Flair, all these guys. But there's one thing. There's one thing that's different these days.
That's right.
I'm having more fun right now.
I can't believe he's saying that. Wow. I cannot believe it. I wouldn't say that. I don't like this Randy Orton at all, but he says, I'm having more fun right now than I've had my entire career, so that's interesting. And he gives the thanks to Triple H, to Ric Flair, but at the end of the day, he hugs out Matt Riddle, owing a debt of gratitude to Riddle for revitalizing his career. So I guess that's good for Orton. Good for him. And Gary says, why am I getting a bad feeling about this? Hopefully, brother, your feeling is the right feeling. I would like to see a turn. I would like to see the RK-Bro team splitting up. What a way to kick off Raw would that be? That'd be great, for sure. And good to see everybody here. Andy says, H on June 11th, NWA coming back to Knoxville. That's amazing. That's great, brother. And we also know Power Trip 2 is coming up very soon, so I look forward to that as well. Let's see.
Each and every one of you as well.
All right. So far, so good, Gary. I know you're getting a bad feeling, the feeling that I'd like to see, but so far, it seems so good. So far, it doesn't look like Randy Orton's turning. It doesn't look like Matt Riddle's turning. I don't know. So far, everybody seems happy. So that's... Wait, Matt Riddle has a surprise for Randy? Okay.
Yeah, I know.
Interesting.
This man wanted to come out. He says you're a mentor to him. It is a surprise. He's a second-generation superstar. No, you're a third generation. He looks up to you as a locker room leader, and he even said you guys were friends.
Second generation superstar calls you a mentor. Who could that be? Ah, okay, there you go. Some legacy throwback here. We remember this whole thing. We remember Randy Orton, Ted DiBiase Jr., Cody Rhodes, being in the legacy together. One of my favorite factions. It's the faction that didn't live very long, but I've said this time and time again that legacy was perhaps one of my favorite factions in the company ever. And that's one of the reasons why Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton, the chemistry that these two shared was unbelievable. And the funny part is, that's right, Legacy reunited. I'm loving it. Let's bring back Ted DiBiase Jr. as well. Let's make it a whole big bad reunion. But the funny part is, I have a feeling that, they did it again. I was happy that the one time in 4 weeks, right? 4 weeks, I believe, we're not opening Raw with Cody Rhodes, but somehow, some way, they decide and they somehow slip away to still open Raw with Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes is still in the opening act of the show, so they love Cody right now, and they love milking him as much as they can. It's funny. They love it. They love doing that. And Legacy was a good faction. Indeed, Dale. One of my favorites, absolute favorites right there. Wow. And Seth Rollins is literally wearing a green screen tonight. You know how many edits we can do with that outfit? It's funny. Yep.
Trust him, Randy. Don't trust Cody Rhodes.
That's right.
No. He's not out here to show you love. He's out here to try to steal your spotlight.
Look at
just
that.
like he tried to steal my spotlight.
Isn't that true? Isn't that true? He's here to steal spotlights. He's looking better than Randy Orton after all. Randy Orton is in a hideous hoodie where Cody Rhodes is all suited up. So looking good. Stealing spotlight for sure. And Mustafa, brother, good to see you. And Gary says, I believe there's some unfinished business. I'm loving it, Gary. I'm loving the feeling that you're getting because that's the exact same thing that I want to see. So hopefully there is some unfinished business. Hopefully we see a reunion, or hopefully Cody Rhodes tempts Randy Orton to get out of the stupid RK Bro and bring back the legacy. Let's do that. And Mustafa and everybody, good to see you.
To celebrate 20 years of Randy Orton. What a career. 20 years in the past. Let's call a spade, Randy. Your best years are behind you. You may be the past of WWE, but you are not the present. You are not the future of
Look at
WWE.
that. That's
and
right.
neither are you. The next generation of WWE superstars, they're not going to be inspired by a nightmare.
That's right.
Or a bro.
Is Seth Rollins the next generation, though? He's been around for a bit as well. Is he the next generation? Is he the future? I don't know about that. Renegade says longest career as a wrestler in Guinness World Records is The Undertaker. There you go. Undertaker is just one of the very best. But was he active full time after 2015, 2016? I kind of doubt that. So yes, he did make some appearances Saudi Arabia. And wait a second, Ezekiel. What is this guy doing here? Come on. That's right, we know that. We know that. And he comes out here, he's shaking Randy Orton's hand. What is he trying to prove here?
Forget me and my brother watching you on TV, just dominating as the legend killer.
That's right.
I mean, it was yeah, I mean,
Oh my gosh, this is a whole chaos now. This is not even about Randy Orton anymore. It's about Ezekiel, it's about Kevin Owens, it's about Cody Rhodes, it's about Seth Rollins. It is not about Randy Orton anymore. What are we gonna get? Perhaps a 6-man tag main event? Is that what's gonna be happening? Are we gonna be getting Randy Orton, Cody Rhodes, and Ezekiel? I don't know. I don't know where we're going with this. Dear oh dear. Yeah, this is what we're getting, guys. Matt Riddle, Randy Orton, and Cody Rhodes versus Ezekiel, Seth Rollins, and Kevin Owens. Is that what we're getting? I don't know. I've got a weird feeling about this. Let's see. Oh dear. And then there's no way Kevin Owens is teaming up with Ezekiel, that's for sure. Oh yeah, we're not getting a 6-man tag. We're gonna be getting an 8-man tag. That's probably what's gonna be happening. I don't even know. Alright, Usos coming out now. The SmackDown Tag Team Champions. Okay, good stuff. Let's see. That's right, Renegade. I smell something crazy like that too. Some multi-man matches at the end of the night. It seems like that's what we're gonna be getting here. Let's see what happens. That's right. Alright, so all these people coming out, but they are giving the nod to Randy Orton, which is pretty good. Which, you know, sounds good. That's right. That's right. They're all about business. The Usos are not playing around. They're all about business. They're all about taking away the Raw Tag Team Championships from the RK Bro. And that I love and I can appreciate. And Lawrence says, yeah, it's a pretty good opening to Raw. I think so. I think it's good. But too many people in the ring. And you know I'm not a very big fan of multi-men in the ring at the same time. And Adam Pearce is here now. There's got to be a tag team. There we go.
But it will be in the form of the biggest match that I can make tonight.
Of course. Yeah. 8-man tag. Yep.
In commemoration of Randy Orton's 20th anniversary.
That's right.
Seth freaking Rollins, you will team with Kevin Owens.
Yep.
And the Usos.
Yep. 8-man tag. We knew it. That's right.
Ezekiel and RK.
Of course, we called it. We called it, right? We knew that was going to be happening. We knew it was going to be a multi-man tag team scrambled eggs main event. And you know why I call it scrambled eggs? Because I don't really like scrambled eggs. You know, getting everything in there at the same time, that's quite lazy. But that's the main event of tonight, guys. It's not even about Randy Orton anymore. If you have 10, 28 people in the ring at the same damn time, it's not about the one person out of the 8. It's about all 8 of them, right? So, it's not about Randy Orton anymore. No, this is not a celebration of Randy Orton. This whole thing was overshadowed by the other people and the other storylines going in. At the end of the night, we're getting a whole scrambled eggs main event. So, not the biggest fan of this booking, but hopefully it is delivered better than it seems on paper so far. Let's see. But 8-man tag is apparently headlining the show because up next, while they're starting off big here, because up next is gonna be the women's championship match, a match that we've been looking forward to for a while now. It's Bianca Belair versus Sonya Deville. That match is gonna be happening next, and look who's here. Look at that. They are in Knoxville, and the mayor of Knoxville is here. Kane or Glenn Jacobs is here backstage, and he's giving Bianca Belair some prep talk. Look at that. AJ, did you have eggs this morning? No, Ricky, I did not. You know, I'm a vegetarian, so I try to stick to that diet. No eggs, brother. No eggs. We need Randy Orton to win the Money in the Bank. Yes, Mustafa, let's do something like that. Let's do something crazy with Orton. Let's take him away from RK Bro. Let's put him in the world title scene. Let's make him a heel. Let's have him cash in on somebody when they least expect, and have him do something that heel would do. Let's do that. Enough of this very nice, very kind babyface Orton. Come on, give me something else. Give me something else. You know what I mean? It's enough of that. And Renegade says Sonya's gonna lose tonight. It seems like it, you know. It's only the second match of the night. I don't see Sonya winning. I don't see it. And Bobby says, Andy, yeah, great watching NW. That's right. So we're gonna be watching NW Power tomorrow, of course, before NXT. And at the end of the night, at the end of the month, actually, we're going to be watching Power Trip 2. That's going to be happening, I believe, 30th. So they've got a stack show for Power Trip. As Andy said, 11th of June is another pay-per-view from NWA. So lots to look forward to. And Andy says that's cool. Yep, absolutely. I think so too, Renegade. You know, Dale agrees with you. I agree with you that Sonya definitely is losing tonight. But tonight is more than just WWE TV show. Tonight is also about the 2K20 video game, because apparently they're also rolling out the DLC for the video game very shortly. I mean, I was expecting for it to be out already. It's not apparently, and it's going to be out maybe after Raw, so we'll see how that goes, but that's going to be out soon, I guess. Mustafa Ali is supposed to make his return tonight. Okay, Renegade, you know, we did see that, actually, wow, okay, Mustafa Ali, huh? Nice. So the last time something like that happened and somebody requested their release on social media and it was granted, and it was not granted, but they made their return to WWE television, and they served for about a month because before they were let go. That was you know, the late great R.I.P. Mr. Brody Lee. He had requested his release from the company, which was not granted. He came back to do a little thing with the Bludgeon Brothers for about a month before he was let go. So that happened. Now, if Mustafa Ali is coming back, I wonder if the bridges have been mended, if they've been fixed, or if he's coming back just to, you know, botch a little bit, to get humiliated a little more before he's let go. I wonder what. So he's coming back tonight. Let's see how this goes. And Michael King is your brother back. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. And that's right, Lawrence. We're looking at Umaga. We're looking at Rikishi. We're looking at Omos. So lots of good stuff going down. Let's see how the DLC goes. And for me, the patches that they released have still not fixed a lot of the stuff. I was only able to play like 5 minutes, you know, in the past few weeks. And so I haven't played a whole lot, but in the 5 minutes that I did play 2K22, I must say that I did encounter some patches. So some glitches, so the whole patches haven't really fixed the game for me. And Bobby says, I've got some breaking news about Power main event. Will be La Rebellion versus Briscoes. Okay, wow, La Rebellion versus Briscoes sounds amazing. We're gonna be having some fun, Bobby. Thanks for that. That's some big news right there. And speaking of big, look at how good Sonya Deville looks, and she looks determined, and she looks like she's ready to fight. She's ready for some action. She looks like she's determined to win. Let's see how this goes. But Bianca Belair also coming out here, sporting the red and looking all golden. She's looking to retain that gold for sure. And Ron DMG says Ali pipe bomb promo would be nice. Absolutely agree with you, Ron DMG. And Ali pipe bomb promo is something that we need right now. Make it the new generation pipe bomb promo. Let's do it. They've got the all real life situation going on, so take that reality and convert it into a beautiful storyline. A memorable one would be great. And Asuka's got to be returning back. Andy, lots of returns indeed. Dale said early on that we're going to be seeing some big returns tonight, and apparently we really are. Johnny, good to see you. And he says that was a beautiful movement. Cody and Brandy and Seth ruined it. That's right. Yeah. And Moon says, AJ, my brother, I acknowledge you on this fine Monday. I acknowledge you, Moon's brother. I acknowledge you. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're enjoying this Raw, because, yeah, that was a sweet little way to start of the show. I was not the biggest fan of all these people coming in and taking away the spotlight from Randy. I was not the biggest fan of that, and not the biggest fan of the whole main event and the way they've booked it. But maybe I'll be wrong, and maybe we'll actually enjoy the main event. So we'll see how that goes. And he says, awesome. Yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait either. Briscoes need a win. They've been on a losing streak for a long time now. So they need a win for sure. And Mustafa Ali got in with wins. Okay, that's why he's not been on TV as of late. Let's see how this goes, because we know that Mustafa Ali was unhappy with wins. He was not happy with his creative, vision for himself, for his character. Mustafa Ali wanted to go at some other route. Vince wanted to go at some other route. We know there was something to do with the anti-hero kind of thing. I don't know what the whole idea behind it was, but it was some anti-system kind of a character that he wanted to come up with, which I believe the WWE deemed a bit too controversial for TV, which is why it wasn't never passed. But we'll see how this goes. But if he comes back tonight, is he gonna be debuting that character? If he does, I guess we could be seeing a pipe bomb promo. But we'll see. What if Brandy were to come back with Cody and we get to see Rollins and Becky and Cody versus Brandy? Moons, you know me, brother. I have some real life beef with Brandy Rhodes, so I definitely would not want to see that happening. I don't want to see Brandy Rhodes back on television, at least as a wrestler. I can't see that happening. But you know what? WWE being WWE and them milking real life couples, it could very, very, very well be happening, brother. could very well be happening. But I don't want to see it. For sure I don't. And Bobby says, Andy, let's see what Bobby says right here. 1 second. Yep. And Bobby says, Andy, we could have maybe more matches for NWA Power tomorrow. Okay, yeah, we definitely will. Wait a second.
No. Absolutely not. There's water over here. It's all wet. You can't think my body wiped it up. Absolutely not. I did not lose. We're going to restart this match right here, right now. No countouts.
There we go. So, Deville gets counted out, but she gets the microphone. She says there's water everywhere ringside. There's so much water. I slip, I can't get it, and I couldn't even, hold my body weight there. So, we're going to restart the match because of the water. Just misuse of authority, power right there. That's crazy. Misuse of authority indeed. Legend killer. That's right, brother. That's right. That'd be great if it's that's indeed. You have a beef with Randy. That's right, Moons. I have a beef with Brandy. I have a beef with a lot of stars. But the funny thing is that every single star that I've ever had a beef with, it got mended. And, thankfully, I was never wrong. All right, I was not wrong, which is why I apologize. To mend the bridges and make sure there's no burned bridges. I always apologize, and I said, if there's any mistake from my end, forgive me, but it's never been my mistake, and that's why everything has been fine with all the stars that I've ever had some beef with. And with that being said, Sonya Deville wins me a DQ. She hits her in the back with a steel chair, and now she's gonna say no disqualification, restart the match. So what she's doing is she's injuring Bianca Belair. She's hurting her, she's damaging her, and she's restarting the match, so she's not 100% when the match restarts, and the table just turned against her, which is not fair. That's right, no countouts, no disqualification. It's basically an anything goes match right now. And that's right, Moons. I mean, I've had some problems with Brandy, I've had some problems with Nikki Bella, to name a few. But, every single star has reached out, they've apologized, we've talked, and we've, gotten to the bottom of it and made sure everything's okay. Brandy Rhodes, though, she never did. Instead, I was threatened indirectly, and I just didn't take it well. And Brandy, I guess she has some problems. She did reach out ultimately, after a few days, but it was not the nicest message. So, and I guess the fact that I didn't apologize to her up front either, something that hurt her ego, but I was not wrong, so I never would apologize. So, yeah, that stuff happened with Brandy, and still, I guess she doesn't like me very much. I think that's still the problem, but that's okay. That's all right. Let's see what else do we have here. Raw is boring, says Mustafa. Let's see. You know what? I think that the way that they started off with Randy Orton, I was happy. They started off with a big one. I was thinking that they might actually end Raw with a celebratory main event segment, but instead they opened with it. It was nice, but it wasn't the kind of a segment that I was hoping for. But that's okay. Maybe a better main event is what we see tonight. Let's see. I miss Monday Night War. That's right, Mustafa. I mean, you cannot even compare those days to these, because these days are different, right? There are no way in any shape, way, or form related or even close to those. That was a different era, different generation. The viewers were different. The investors were different. The advertisers had a different mindset. Cancel culture wasn't around. There was a lot of things. Now, it's a whole different kind of a show we're looking at, so we're never going to be getting a war like we got back in the day. It's not going to be happening. It's a different kind of a world that we live in, and that reflects on the television screen that we see here. What is up with this match? That's right, Lawrence. We first got a count out, then restart with no count out. Now Sonya Deville once again using her authority for, her own good, but really misusing it, so that's terrible. Now we're gonna get a no-holds-barred match. That's right, abuse of power indeed. Apex Predator, I love that run here. That's right, Apex Predator. Yes, it should. Absolutely. Versus Adam Pearce when we need him. Exactly, Renegade. He comes out here, he tries to, by the way, can we just talk about how Adam Pearce thinks he's Teddy Long, and he comes out here and he gives us tag team matches after tag team matches. Adam Pearce is no Teddy Long, and he must realize that. But still, he still pulled a Teddy Long on all of us tonight and gave us a big tag team match for later tonight. Let's see how this goes. But apart from that, let's see what else do we have. The ring post is normal. That's right, back to normal right now. Yeah. If Sonya wins, I will never forget the WWE, says Chris. Chris, good to see you, and I agree. If Sonya wins, there is no forgiving the company. There should be no forgiving the company indeed. You should not be forgiving them. For what? Absolutely, I agree. And let's see what else do we have here. Let's see. Andy says Renegade, he already came out. He did. But he should be coming out now that Sonya is misusing her authority, her power. But now he's not coming out. Right? Very politically correct, as somebody would call it. Anyone miss Monday Night War? I do, brother. I absolutely do. And Sonya needs to be fired. I agree, Renegade. Actually, I have a question. Who even gave Sonya Deville that position of an assistant GM? When did that happen? I missed that segment when she was given that power to be an assistant GM. I missed that. So I don't know who gave her the power, but she needs to step down, step away. I would like to see a McMahon back in power. Let it be Shane, let it be Stephanie, please be Stephanie, but I would like to see a McMahon back in power. Let me know if you are with me, guys, because I definitely would love to see a McMahon back in power. And with that being said, look at that dirty work going on right now. I cannot believe that we're watching this. This is absurd. Why is this even allowed? Why does Bianca Belair have no friends who would come out and support her? Come on. Handicap match going on right now. It's a handicap match situation going on against Bianca Belair. It's a 3-on-1, which is ridiculous. The tag team champions are helping out Sonya Deville to pick up the win here. Bianca Belair is in a 3-on-1 kind of a situation. It's terrible. And Teddy Long was awesome, Lawrence, I agree. And he says, hey AJ, you read about Eric Bischoff said about his thoughts about AEW future. He's absolutely correct. Let me know, Andy. I think I recall something that he said about AEW, but let me know what it is exactly he said. I'd like to know. And Jason says the champ is here. That's right, the champ is here. As you can see in the description below, we have the two champions in the house. We have the world champion Andy and the newly crowned Galactic champion Jason, the king of predictions right here. Good to see you two brothers. And there you go, face first goes Bianca Belair into that second turnbuckle. She looks dazed, she looks hurt, and Sonya Deville now has a chair in her hand. I think she could be going for a big DDT here. Yeah, looks like it. We're looking at a big DDT from Sonya to Bianca. She's setting it up, and there you go. Big DDT on the steel chair right there, going for the cover. 1, 2, and a kick out. And a kick out from Sonya Deville, from Bianca Belair. Just like that. Look at that. Crazy. Crazy. And Trevor Murdoch is appearing at Power Trip. That's right, Trevor is there. I'm looking forward to it. Mystery upon and Trevor, a lot to look forward to at Power Trip 2. I believe April 30th is going to be a good night, Bobby. Look forward to it. If Sonya does win, that's best for business. Yep, just think of all the bridges that they can show to the world. That's true. That's true. And there you go. Sonya goes face first into the steel chair that was stacked in that very corner, and now Bianca Belair is using her ropes and using the surroundings to her advantage right there. Good for Bianca, turning this around like no tomorrow. Really get this match in her favor. Look at that plan. Sonya Deville down hard, going for the cover, and that's it, guys. The match is over. 1, 2, 3, no kick out. Instead, we get to see a retain here. Bianca Belair retains her championship. Look at that. That's great. Look at that. And Bobby says, AJ, who do you want to see wrestle tomorrow? You know the answer already, Bobby. I want to see my buddy JTG and Fandango. I want to see those two. But Bianca Belair is happy. She has defied all the odds. You know, a countdown, restart, disqualification, restart, and 3-on-1 situation. You know, we got the tag team champions. We got Sonya Deville against Bianca, 3-on-1. She still defied the odds and picked up the win. Congratulations to Bianca Belair. That's right. AJ, I met Randy Orton before. That's awesome, Bobby. That's great. How was the experience? Let me know. We need monster like Mass Kane. I agree, Mustafa. And speaking of Kane, Kane is actually backstage tonight. He is there. We saw him talking to Bianca Belair earlier tonight. So he's there. The mayor of Knoxville is here, since we are in Knoxville right now. And that's right, Renegade 3FL. Beautiful stuff. Barbie, I don't want to... Wait, Barbie? I don't ever want to watch NWA. Alright, I see that. Okay, I see that. And Renegade says Bianca Belair beats Sonya 3 times in a row. Indeed. Indeed. Good for her. I think it's all said and done now. We don't need any more dream matches. I think it's over. Right? Sonya should really get off her high horse. I know she's the authority, but really, 3-0 is pretty embarrassing, and it means that she can never get, third time's a charm. And if third time couldn't do it for Sonya, the fourth time isn't gonna do either. So really, maybe it's time to quit. And he says, AJ Eric says, Tony Khan needs to stop fooling himself. He's trying so much, trying to be WWE while not paying attention to AEW. That for his, yeah, I love that. Then for his purchasing ROH isn't really smart move when he has say other things. That's right. I kind of agree. Absolutely. You know what? Tony Khan has a big responsibility. He's under a lot of pressure right now because he's got a lot to prove to the world. He's got to prove to the world that he's a good booker. He's got to prove to the world that AEW is going to be good. It's going to be a big competition to the WWE. It's going to be the next WWE. We know that. And he's got to prove that buying ROH was a good decision, was the right decision, and he can actually, give ROH the soul that it needed for so long and really bring it back to life here. He's got a lot to prove, and anybody could be under a lot of pressure right now, so hopefully Tony Khan's able to live up to the pressure and to the hype and to the name, and he is able to, prove himself right here, because he's got a lot of stuff to prove here. It's a tremendous pressure. I wish good luck to Tony Khan. AEW is great, but revitalizing ROH and taking care of AEW single-handedly is going to be a challenge. And we can see Zakaria Khan here. Good to see you. That's right, AEW chants going on. That's what it's all about. It's Monday night. It's Raw night. We're chanting for AEW. But that's how much of a noise, how much of a noise AEW has made in the wrestling scene. People love AEW. And that's right, Liv. Sonya was cheating. Absolutely. He was cheating. Terrible. And Tony says, Tony's here, brother Tony, good to see you. And he says, sup, AJ, 1-0 and EST still the champ. That's right. And you are undefeated tonight. Wow, look at the prediction right there. 1-0, I love that. That's right. Bianca Belair is still your champion. Beautiful stuff. And Chris is here. Brother Chris, good to see you, brother. Hope you're doing well. And Johnny says, I meant to say Bobby. My microphone messed up. Don't worry, brother. Don't worry. Yep, that's great. Beautiful. Yeah, Bob Randy Orton. Beautiful. It's great that you actually met Bob Randy Orton. Beautiful stuff. And Ron says Tony Khan has unlimited money. He does. His father has a lot of money, and he has money to really do anything he wants. He has the money to bring back CM Punk. He has the money to bring back Bray Wyatt. He has the money to do whatever. It's all his call. Whatever he wants to get done, he will get done ultimately. And that's right, Zakira Khan, good to see you. Good to see you. That's right, Singh is King. I love that. I truly love the Nightmare RKO moment. The legacy will never die. I absolutely loved it too. I was hoping that we would see maybe some kind of a turn, just like Gary was talking about earlier. He had a bad feeling. He said we might be seeing some kind of a turn. We didn't see anything though. No turn really happened. Cody Rhodes didn't really tempt Randy Orton out of the RK Bro and rejoin the legacy or something. We didn't see any of that, but at least that was a nice feel-good moment. A bit of an acknowledgement too, to the past. So that was nice. Absolutely. And what else do we have here? Let's see. Bobby says, AJ breaking news. Former ROH wrestler Max the Impaler will be wrestling against Ella at NWA Power Trip 2 on April 30th. That's beautiful, brother. We're looking forward to that. NWA Power Trip is going to be a good show. Absolutely. And Renegade says Bianca Belair is the strong, smartest. That's right. That's right. I love that. Strong EST, smart EST, fast EST. It's great, Renegade. And you are loving Bianca, aren't you? I can tell that. That's great. What if Brock Lesnar go to AEW? I think Brock Lesnar is a WWE guy for life. It might seem like he's all about the money and whatnot. I also feel like Brock Lesnar is about more than just the money. He's also about the relationship that he has with Vince, who he considers him to be a father. So I don't think that Brock will be going to the AEW at all. I don't think so. But let me know, guys. Would you see it happening sometime in the future? I mean, never say never, right? That's how wrestling works. So, do you think that we could be seeing Brock Lesnar actually going to AEW sometime in the future? Let me know. And Sonya Deville is now backstage with Zelina and Carmella, and she is not too happy. Look at that.
You just went back on your word. Are you kidding me? You promised us an opportunity. I can't believe you're doing this to us.
Wow. And a big slap to the face of Zelina right there.
I'm in WWE for sure.
Wow.
And I'm still your boss.
There we go. You kidding me? She's treating people like trash. You shouldn't be allowed to do that. No authority figure can do that. These guys can go to labor court. They can go to labor union and do something about it, because Sonya Deville just assaulted Carmella and she just assaulted Zelina backstage. No boss should be able to do that. Verbal tirades are one thing, but getting physical with your employees, I don't think that should be happening. And Andy says AJ Eric, went on to say he predicts AEW won't be around in 5 years. The rate he's going, he said also that if he believes if Tony keeps thinking Kenny and Bucks will help him. That's right, I agree. Kenny and Bucks are not going to help them. They're there for the money, right? I mean, just like Cody Rhodes didn't help them, Kenny and Bucks won't either. If they get a better offer elsewhere, they're going to be going there. Right? AEW is only about Tony Khan, not about anybody else. So Tony Khan needs to realize that. And Johnny, I hate you for that, brother. You know I'm on a diet. So with those cake emojis, not a big fan. And Zakaria Khan, brother, thank you so much. I'm glad that you like the setup. And you know the other setup that I really like is Edge right now. I love the little throne that he has in a backstage somewhere. The purple light. Damien Priest standing right behind him. This is great. I love the whole thing. I love the vibe of it.
Finn Balor.
That's right.
Tonight, Finn's stay of execution ends.
Okay.
Damien deals with his unfinished business. Now, we're better than everyone, but we haven't.
That's right.
We've let things like caring about what you think affect us. The kind of people that would cheer for a lousy program like the Tennessee Volunteers.
Wow. Ed said the kind of people who would cheer for a lousy program. And I thought, is he really going to call Raw a lousy program? But he didn't do that. But Edge, with his promos, is interesting. I heard Lesnar was going back to the UFC. Renegade, I don't know about that. I've heard those rumors as well. But really, I think Lesnar, no offense, I think he's a beast. We know he's a beast. But Lesnar, at this age, going back to the UFC, I don't know if that's going to be the wisest decision. After so many years away from the Octagon. Now, I don't know how the UFC works, so I can't tell, really. My opinion doesn't matter here when it comes to the Octagon, but I don't know. After staying away from the Octagon for so long, and, he's only gotten older, not younger. I don't know if Lesnar going back to the Octagon now is going to be a wise decision for his MMA career. But let me know, guys, what do you think about it? And Chris says, I was watching the One Star interview. Was that the promoter? No, Chris, that was not the promoter. The One Star interview is not the promoter. The Monster interview is supposed to be coming back later, not this week, this past weekend, but I was about to put the promoter interview out. I let the promoter know about it, that I was putting out the interview, and she said, wait, what, are you putting it on YouTube? I said, yes, and she said, let's do it live for YouTube. So the promoter is going to be here live, and we're going to be doing a live interview with her because she doesn't want it to be pre-recorded. She wants it to be live. So any questions that you guys may have for her, she's going to be answering those questions. She wants to be an interactive interview. So any questions you have regarding, traditional wrestling, regarding the wrestling territories, regarding wrestling commissions, all that stuff, she wants to be here live and answer those questions for you. So this could be perhaps the first live interview that we'll be doing ever. But let's see, guys. We also could be doing a surprise interview this week. This week, there could be a surprise interview this weekend, and that interview would, if it happens, it could also be a live one. So I'd really want everybody to be here this weekend whenever that interview happens, because that would be the first live interview that we do, and it would be with a big wrestler, big name wrestler. So hopefully we can all have it together. We can all do it together. And that's right, Mustafa and Zakara Khan, once again, thank you. I'm glad that you like the setup. And speaking of setup, look at that transition right there from Edge and Damien. Now we go on to Veer Mahaan. It is Veer Mahaan time, and he's looking good. Look at that, looking angry. I see he's got rid of the yellow cloth, and now he has the black and red cloth. Interesting. Okay, let's see how this goes down. Let's see who is he going to be squashing here tonight. I like that little angle. He's walking down the ramp. He looks into the camera, and with that finger, I like that little angle from Veer Mahaan. That's nice. They've done a good job with Veer Mahaan so far. I think they're making him look like a real threat. I like that. I believe Cody Rhodes is going to backstab Randy Orton in the back tonight. I like that, Gary. If that happens, I would like that. But what I would like better than that would be Matt Riddle backstabbing Randy Orton, or even better, Randy Orton backstabbing Matt Riddle. I would love that. And Bobby says, I was watching Elevation today. That's great, Bobby. Let us know, how was the show? Did you enjoy Elevation? What was it all about? Let us know. And let's see what else do we have here. Renegade says Sonya's gonna get fired. Hopefully, because of all the stuff that she's done terrible stuff, and she deserves to get fired. So hopefully that really happens. Bret Hart has signed a contract with the WWE, says Liz. Interesting. Okay, interesting. You know what? It's something that I didn't see coming. If he's really signed a contract with the company, I didn't see it coming because, you know, after all that he did, revealing that AEW World title and whatnot, it's something that I really did not see coming. But okay, interesting for sure. But another interesting part was that he was also in 2K22, so I believe that bridges are not burned. And Vince was like, yeah, whatever, you know, he did it for the money. So, alright, cool stuff. I believe Brock Lesnar has a better chance of going back to the UFC. This is very interesting. Assault and battery caught on trauma. That's right, Renegade, that is literally an assault and battery. I love that. The $1 Billion Princess, Stephanie McMahon rules. I agree, Andy. Couldn't have agreed better. She is really the $1 Billion Princess, and I cannot wait to see her back. Come on, come back, Stephanie, and replace Sonya Deville. Replace her as the top authority figure in the company. AJ, who do you want to see wrestle on NWA pay-per-view on June 11th? I mean, again, you know, we've got some great people. We've got, you know, Love. We've got, you know, Nick Aldis. Of course, we've got Kamel. Of course, JTG. You know, Dango's there. We've got a lot of people in NWA who really can be used very, very well. Briscoe Brothers, hopefully, too. Let's go all out for the June 11th pay-per-view, brother. Absolutely. And Andy says, I've heard total of 10 UFC fighters could make a leap into wrestling. I've heard some rumors as well, and you know, wrestling and the WWE and even AEW now has become this path for a lot of the UFC stars where they know when their career in the octagon is over, they still have a sort of a second career and, you know, open arms for them in wrestling. So, you know, but the problem for me when it comes to the UFC stars or MMA stars coming over to wrestling is that not a lot of them are actually fans of wrestling and they just come here because, you know, for the money, and that's about it. And that's where the problem lies. Like, I can talk about Cain Velasquez, right? I mean, when he came here, and when he did a little match against, I believe, Brock, I could tell it was on his face every time he was in the ring, he was making his entrance, whatnot. He just didn't look excited. He didn't look like he was happy. He didn't look like he wanted to do this. So, I didn't enjoy it overall. I didn't get the vibe from him that, hey, this is one guy who really wants to be here. I did not get that vibe. That's why I did not enjoy that match. So hopefully any MMA star who transitions over to professional wrestling really loves pro wrestling. Yeah, that's what I think. I would love to see Stephanie McMahon buying GCW. Interesting. But Tony, I think GCW has some work to do before it can be bought by the WWE. Guys, anyone here play Genshin? I tried it, Mustafa. I couldn't actually get into it, but I tried it once. UFC don't pay enough. That's right. WWE really goes out there. You know, Vince loves Brock, so they go out there for Brock. Fear the Veer. That's right, Tony. Veer is here again, and this time he's not smiling. He's not, as he's standing right there in the middle of the ring. I don't know who's he's staring down, and he's staring down at somebody or nothing. Oh wow, Veer Mahaan was literally staring down at thin air and nothing else. And we go back 2 weeks down the memory lane where Veer Mahaan sent Dominic Mysterio to the hospital. We don't know if Dominic Mysterio is back. We don't know if Ray's fighting here tonight. I don't know, but Veer better be getting some revenge here. Let's see what happens. Let's see. I'm not a fan of the UFC, says Johnny. Yep, I love that. That's right, Run DMG. Live interview is better. We could be getting the live interview from the promoter. We will be getting it. And of course, this weekend, we could be getting a big live interview from a wrestler who, I don't want to name, I don't want to spoil this, but it's a big wrestler, and I'm a big fan of his, so he could be coming here, doing a live interview with all of us, and you guys could get him to ask any questions you want, live right here. We'll see how that goes. I couldn't get into it. I tried watching it with my dad's friend, and I said, we're only doing this one time. I just can't get it to UFC. I get it, Johnny. I tried UFC. I did watch UFC matches, but only did for Ronda Rousey. And I get it. Oh my gosh, who is that guy? Sam Smothers. I like the little Popeye the Sailor Man tattoo on his arm right there. That's interesting. I like it. But Sam is going down. He's got no chance. He stands no chance against Veer Mahaan for sure. Look at that. Veer Mahaan is going to go for the baseball bat right there. Look at that. Sam goes down. Veer Mahaan's angry. Interesting. So, Jinder Mahal, when I did the interview with him, he claimed that Veer Mahaan was going to have a whole new moveset and he's going to come back stronger, better than ever, and he would be having a whole new moveset. Do you realize any significant changes in Veer Mahaan's moveset when we saw him with Jinder and Shanky to now? Is there any significant changes to his moveset that you realize, that you noticed? Let me know if you do. And that was obviously a very easy to predict, a very simple and sweet jobber squash match right there. And Veer Mahaan, and he's actually loving this. He's going after the poor enhancement talent. He throws him right there, shoulder first, into the ring post, and now he's down to the ringside, and Veer Mahaan locks in that submission hold, and the referees are coming out to stop him, to separate him from Sam. Yep, they do it. They do a good job at it. Alright. I don't know why Veer Mahaan's so angry. Again, guys, why does, a question to all of you once again, why does every other wrestler, especially wrestlers from India, I mean, I gotta say it, or any other wrestler who's not American, why do they all have to be heel? Why can we not have an international star, somebody from Saudi or somebody from India, Pakistan, or all these countries? Why can they not appear as faces? Why do they always have to be heels? I mean, Veer, I get that this guy has a look of a monster, so that's why he's an easy heel, but still, why not a face? Why always heel is a question. I'm going back to SmackDown on June 10th, 2022. That's amazing, Liz. That's great. And Veer Mahaan right there locks in the submission hold on the poor Sam on top of the commentary desk. That's terrible. Sam looks like he's hurt. He's in a lot of pain. Wow. I don't know who's in UFC anymore since after Ronda left. I couldn't care. That's right, Andy, brother, give me a hug. That's me. That's me. That's literally me. After Ronda Rousey left and Brock left and CM Punk, of course, he did his little last match, I was like, I don't really need to watch UFC anymore. I don't care about UFC anymore. So I'm on the same boat as you, brother. And Bobby says Minoru Suzuki was great. Yeah, indeed. Oh, against Elevation too. That's great. Suzuki, this is perhaps his second match on Dark. Interesting. And did you play Genshin? I see that. I'm still waiting for Bailey to be back in the WWE. Me too. And hopefully, as I said it again before, I'll say it again, hopefully we see her back as a face. And with that being said, this is a 2K22 star. He is making his 2K22 debut tonight, his video game debut tonight. But right now, he's making his way to the ring. It is Omos. And he's coming out here for a arm wrestling match against Lashley. So we'll see how that goes. But Omos is looking good as he's making his way down, and MVP is looking like a proud daddy as he makes his way with Omos to the ringside. And AJ, I know who you're going to interview. Michael Cole would be nice, Johnny. I'd love to interview him, but it's going to be a big star that I'm going to be interviewing, hopefully live this weekend. We've got a big interview coming up. Another one by Saddams was Veer. That's right, Renegade. Another one. Another victim. That's just like DJ Khaled likes to say, another one. That's what happened with Veer Mahaan. That's it. AJ, what I miss? I eat some chicken taco. Thanks for letting me know, Ricky, that you had some delicious chicken taco. I'm glad for you. But wow. But you did miss a little bit of a Veer squash segment where he took out one of the independent or talented answers right there, Sam Sombers or whatever his name was. He got squashed by Veer Mahaan right there. So that's all you missed. Nothing significant, nothing major, just a little bit of a squash right there, nothing else. And Mustafa says, Andy, did you play Last of Us? I did play Last of Us. I did. Good game. 2-0, Tony. That's right. That was a very easy prediction right there. I knew Veer would win. I just couldn't pick up why. That's right. I understand, Ricky. Chris, don't worry about that. But with that being said, guys, since we're talking about predictions and picking our picks, I must, let you know, WrestleMania Backlash is coming right around the corner. What that means is that WrestleMania Backlash, you guys could be winning the Wrasslinews World Championship for predictions, which right now is held by Andy. And if you win that world title, what happens is that not only do you win the world title, but you also win an Amazon gift card. And apart from that, the person who comes second also wins an Amazon gift card. So WrestleMania Backlash is coming right up. And of course, the Galactic Champion, the current Galactic Champion, they have an advantage that they will be starting off the night for WrestleMania Backlash with a +1 advantage. That is true for any Galactic champion. Anytime we're defending the world title, they are going to be starting off with a +1 advantage. That's the advantage you get if you are the Galactic champion. So make sure to get your picks in, because WrestleMania Backlash is right around the corner. I knew we would win. That's right. No, I can't play those games anymore. Yes, I know, Randy. I know. Hopefully it gets better, brother. Hopefully. And Ricky says 1-0. But Andy, you know what, brother? You know, even if you can't play those games, any game that you want me to play, I'll be right here playing them for you. And Ricky, beautiful stuff. Thank you. Thank you, Randy. You're the best, brother. You're the best. Yeah, hugging you back, brother. Big hug back to you. And Asia, did you try Last of Us? For sure I did, Mustafa. Good game. One of the best games out there. And 2-0 for Renegade. Beautiful. Asia, this is the reason why Veer's angry. Wow, Johnny, once again with those cake emojis, brother, I'll tell you. Wow. Heel. I watch UFC and Bellator. I see that, Bobby. I would love to get into MMA myself. Watch some UFC, watch some Bellator. I would love that. But time doesn't allow. But if it does, I'd love to get into one of those. Or maybe both of them. You know, I want to do all the watch parties, that's true. And Liz says Bobby will stomp on his feet. So we're going to be getting an arm wrestling match. Who's going to win? Is it going to be Bobby Lashley? Is it going to be Omos? Who do you think is going to pick up the win here? Let us know, guys. And Last of Us is awesome. Indeed, it is awesome. And I kind of am reminded of another game that I used to play on the PlayStation 3. Now, I believe it's been a while, so I can't really recall. That's right, I remember it now. Heavy Rain. Heavy Rain was a game on the PlayStation 3 that really caught me off guard, that really made me realize that video games can be so much more than just video gaming. It can be about beautiful storytelling, it can be an emotional roller coaster. So Heavy Rain really is a game that touched me. I believe they've remastered it for the newer generations too, so Heavy Rain is a game that you guys must check out if you haven't already. And with that being said, we're now seeing a little tweet from John Cena on our television screens, and Drew McIntyre too. Congratulations, Randy Orton, for the 20 years. Look at that. Yeah, I play along. That's right. Yeah, still waiting for Bayley to come back. That's right, Chris. So am I, and I know a lot of people are. But again, babyface Bayley, not heel Bayley. AJ, I may be going to Raw. I might be going to Raw on May 2nd. That's beautiful, Renegade. Wow, that would be great. I hope that you go to Raw and May 2nd, that's great. You know what? May 4th, though. May 4th is coming up soon, and we need to have a little Star Wars watch-along. May 4th, I'm pretty sure we'll have a show. Let's actually take a look at the calendar. What show do we have on May 4th? Let's take a look. Oh, interesting. We have AEW Dynamite on May 4th. We need to have a Star Wars-themed watch-along for Dynamite for sure. I don't need to give because, oh, Mustafa, that's so sweet. Thank you for that, brother. Thank you for that. That's right. You have us. And with that being said, Omos has Lashley. Let's see how this arm wrestling goes down. And the Tribal Chief Jake is here. Good to see you, brother. And he says, what's up, AJ? The episode of Raw has been boring so far. It's true. And I thought the whole Randy Orton thing would really kick it off on a great note, on a high note. But really, not a very big fan of the opening segment. Let me know, guys. What do you think about the opening segment? Are you with me? Did you not enjoy it? Or did you enjoy it? Let me know. With that being said, right now, Omos and MVP. Yeah. Omos doing the beautiful heel work that he does so beautifully. So great. Look at Omos. Look at MVP. So good. He can make anybody a star, just like Paul Heyman. He's great. Breaking news, Vince said Austin Theory reminds me of a... Yeah, that's right. He said that. He did say that he reminds him of a young John Cena. But I don't see it. Anybody else sees a young John Cena in Austin Theory? Because I do not. And I've tried. I've opened an Austin Theory image. I've looked at it. I've stared down at it for an hour or so. But I have not been able to see a young John Cena in him. Let me know if you have, though. I have not. I cannot. No. And, yeah, there you go. Sweet comment, Mustafa. I love that. I agree with you, Tribal Chief. Tribal Chief, I don't acknowledge you. Wow, Johnny is going heel on the Tribal Chief in the chat right there. That's terrible, Johnny. Breaking news. That's right, Renegade once again wins. Seeing Austin Theory as a new John Cena, as a young John Cena, is, I don't get it. I don't get it. And Chris Cyborg is my favorite Bellator MMA. Chris Cyborg is a name that I believe everybody knows. Everybody's heard of her. No matter you're MMA fan or not, you all know Chris Cyborg. Cyborg's great. It's a very scary name too. Yes, a Star Wars theme watch along. That's right. That's right. And I already did the theme watch along once for Cobra Kai. I'm a big Cobra Kai fan, so we need to do some theme watch alongs here and there for sure. Let me know, guys. Do you want to see some themed watch alongs? If you ever do, throw in some suggestions. Throw in your favorite films or your favorite, I don't know, television series, anything. Let me know if you'd like to see a themed watch along one day. And Chris says, next MMA fight. There you go. Chris here is also an MMA fighter, or multi-talented. And he says that his next MMA fight is May 21st. Amazing, brother. May the 21st be with you. And hopefully you pick up the win right there, brother. Oh, rooting for you. So far, in my opinion, Raw is doing a lot better. That's right, Renegade. The last 2 weeks, I would say, Raw has been terrible. Last week wasn't the best, and the 2 weeks prior was horrible. So really, this one is better. I agree with you. I can agree with that. AJ, I have a challenge for you. Can you interview W. Morrissey? That's right, Bobby. For sure I can. 100%. I actually had an opportunity to interview W. Morrissey when I interviewed Moose, but of course I wanted Moose, the Raw champion. But W. Morrissey, I've actually had chances or opportunities to interview him on 2 different occasions. But the 2 different occasions I just, ended up interviewing somebody else. So hopefully, I can have the pleasure of interviewing W. Morrissey in the future. I don't see Theory as new version of Cena, nor do I see Riddle being a new version. I don't know how did the Riddle thing come about, because HBK, if there's going to be somebody who's a new version of HBK, it better be somebody really who's worthy of the title, because Riddle is not. Not by the looks, not by the height, not by the sweet shit music, nowhere is he a new version of HBK, so I believe that's a very bad comparison. Also, Riddle is like 35, 36 years old. He's not in his prime. He's past his prime. I don't know how much longer he's going to be wrestled. Probably 5 years, 6 years. I don't see him being longer than that, because 5 years, Riddle's going to be like 40 if I'm not wrong, so come on. Riddle is not HBK. He cannot give to the business what HBK could. And with that being said, Lashley, actually, the arm wrestling challenge is actually working out for Lashley right now. He's overpowering Omos? Maybe not. Omos is fighting back. Look at that. Omos going strong. Gotta love that. Yep. And Dale says, agree with that, Renegade. It's doing better. Raw's doing better. With that being said, Lashley picks up the win. He picks up the win. And MVP was going to go after Lashley, attack Lashley with the distraction, and taking advantage of the distraction, Omos attacks Lashley from behind. Look at that. Yeah, I do see it, John Cena and him. There you go, Johnny. I see that. Alright. And Chris says, Bayley is my favorite superstar. That's why I want her back. I love that, Chris. And you know who else loves Bayley? That's Clay. And I see Clay in the chat here. Clay, you see, Chris loves Bayley. You love Bayley. You guys are great. And then Mustafa says, maybe Austin Theory wins the Intercontinental Championship. He could. For sure he could. And with that being said, Omos is going to go crazy on Lashley right now. He's hurting him with a big chop right there to the chest of Lashley. Lashley goes down. Look at that. Omos pretty much on fire right there. And Andy says, yeah. Yes, Andy. Andy says, have you seen the Star Wars series? Yeah, Mandalorian. That's right, absolutely. Sasha Banks, I believe, was in it too. I've seen a little bit of it. Not the whole series, not going to lie. Not the whole thing, but I've seen a bit of it, and it's good. And I've heard good stuff about it. I got to catch up, though. So I'll catch up. And Bobby says, I'm looking forward to watching Gazelle Shaw versus Tenille at Impact Wrestling. Me too. We're going to be seeing a lot of... Oh, by the way, he squashes right there. Lashley. He's hurting him. He's right in the chest with that table right there. Wow. Attacking Lashley right there on the chest with that table. That's terrible. That's going to hurt really bad. Those ribs are going to be hurting. That's not nice. And Ricky 2-0-1, love that. My favorite show ever is The Walking Dead. There's no bigger fan. Oh, I see that. You could do a Walking Dead watch along. I would love that, Johnny, for sure. But with that being said, MVP is loving it. Wow. That's terrible. Omos is still not done. What is he doing here? Omos is doing what I believe Lashley did to the VIP lounge. But again, this table doesn't belong to Lashley, so Omos destroying that table, it doesn't do much to Lashley, it doesn't hurt him. But Lashley is definitely hurt physically, so that sucks. I'm looking forward to watching Gazelle Shaw versus Tenel, that would be great. And Johnny, watch along for Walking Dead. I don't know, I might have to open a new channel just for the watch alongs that you guys want me to do. Would you like that? A new channel just for different watch alongs apart from wrestling? Let me know if you would. And can he interview Daivari? Chris, I would love that, brother. But it all depends on his current status with the contract. Is he with the WWE? Is he working as a producer, right now? Has he got the job? What's he doing right now? It all depends on that status. And with that being said, we're getting a recap from last Monday. And this is what Renegade, our brother Renegade, was talking about earlier. That this week's Raw is better than last week because last week I believe Renegade says that because last week we had this wedding. And this wedding was haywire. It was everywhere. And at the end of the wedding, we saw R-Truth picking up the win and leaving with the beautiful bride and the beautiful, actually not so beautiful championship. But yeah, he left with that. So that was that. And that's why last week's Raw, not the best. And that's right. What's up, Clay? Good to see you, Clay. Gary says, I don't see Randy Orton turning on Riddle tonight. That's right. I agree, Gary. I do agree with you. But I want it to happen. Maybe at WrestleMania Backlash when they drop the titles to the Bloodline, Orton turns on Riddle. I really hope so. I hope so. We need Austin Theory as the US and IC champions as Mustafa. Okay. So some love from Johnny and Mustafa to Austin Theory, I see. Interesting. Well, if people love Theory, and if Vince loves Theory, let's give him that push, and let's see if he's able to perform, right? If he's able to live up to the name right there. Let's see if that happens. And Renegade says, I knew Lashley was gonna win, just so Omos could jump Lashley from behind. Renegade is a genius. Orton and Riddle will turn on each other Renegade, I think one of them definitely, they gotta turn on, the other at WrestleMania Backlash. It needs to happen. It's been long overdue. But the way Randy Orton has been selling this whole thing, saying that this is the most fun I've had in my entire career and whatnot, I've got a feeling that it could be Matt Riddle that's turning on Orton. But I'd like to ask all of you guys, who do you think is gonna be turning on who? Orton turning on Matt or Riddle turning on Randy? Let me know who do you think is gonna be happening. There you go. AJ, do you like horror movies? Andy, I enjoy horror movies once in a while, but I'll tell you what, I get scared easily. So, I don't know, I don't like to watch horror movies alone. When I'm alone in a room, especially at night, in the dark, I cannot watch horror films. I get scared. They're really scared. Yeah, so, I can't. There we go, Johnny, I love that. I love to see, Bailey back. My television says Ricky. That's great. I don't know what time it is. You know what time it is, guys. It's What's Up time. It's time for R-Truth. Interesting. And he's not here rapping or making his way to the ring, dancing around. He's here as a special guest referee. So he's got some big responsibilities because up next is going to be a mixed tag team match. We got a mixed wedding last week. But now we're going to be seeing a mixed tag team match, and R-Truth is going to be the official. I don't know if it's the best idea to have R-Truth officiating anything. We know what he did with the wedding last week, so I don't know how he's going to do officiating the match tonight, but it's going to be interesting for sure. And R-Truth just being in the picture makes it funny already. I want Matt Riddle to turn on Randy Orton. Johnny, I love that, but I would like to see Randy Orton turn on Matt. I want to see that devilish, I want to see that devious, I want to see that evil Randy Orton back. The bald guy, without the mustache, without the hair, without the hideous hoodie, just these crazy, crazy Orton. I want to see that. The wedding last week, Renegade, I love that. Renegade says the wedding last week was the horror movie. I love that. Daivari said, one of the brothers right now is a producer. The other brother also did a little tryout for the producer's role. So if he gets that, I don't know if he already got it, but if he gets that role, if he gets the job, he will be a producer. So I don't know if he's already gotten it though. I think he must have received a word, but we haven't been informed yet about it. And let's see, Clay says, I want to see Bailey back as well. Love that. And Dale says, been hearing that WWE has big plans for Asuka returns. They should, because Asuka was such a big star. It only makes sense if they have big plans for her. Now, I really am curious about Mustafa Ali, though, because I believe Renegade said early on, it was Renegade, right? what was Andy? I think it was Renegade, who said early on that we could be seeing the return of Mustafa Ali tonight. So, if we're getting that, I mean, that's intriguing. What happens? Is he gonna be squashed? Is he gonna be jobbing? Is he gonna be throwing up a pipe bomb? What's gonna happen? But I'm really intrigued about the whole Mustafa Ali situation. Let's see how that goes. And let's see if he actually returns tonight. We know that this guy Mansoor did wrestle, I believe. Bobby told me about it over the past weekend on a live event. So Mansoor is back, sort of, and Mustafa Ali coming back. I think it's all written in the stars. But let's see how this goes. AJ, since Josh Alexander is champ, can he do an interview? For sure, Chris. I think the next interview with Impact Wrestling is gonna be Josh. But I'll let you know. And Ricky says, me too, Clay Lewis. I hope Bailey doesn't get released. That's right. April 28th is just 2 days away now. So we're going to be seeing those releases coming in. AJ, you must watch Hell House LLC. It's awesome. You have to see the director's cut. Okay, Andy, I'll write this down, brother. I'll check it out and let you know how I like the film. Thanks for that. But you know what? I cannot watch it alone, so I got to have some company to watch with me. I get super scared when I watch these horror films. And Johnny says, we don't need to watch this crap tonight on Raw. Johnny, it's funny because you were just saying, Johnny, that you're enjoying Raw. And that's why WWE said, you know what, Johnny, you're enjoying Raw. We're going to make it even more fun for you. We're going to give you a mixed tag team. And that's what you're getting. I'm off to sleep. That's right, for Lawrence. I love that. Raw can cure insomnia for a lot of people. And there you go, Lawrence right there saying, I'm going to sleep. All right, brother, you take care. Sleep well. And we got to do some 2K22 soon, brother. So you take care. I'll see you soon. I love to see heel Randy back. That's right, Renegade Ricky. I want to see heel Randy Orton. I want to see that devious, that evil Randy Orton back for once and for all. That bald guy, crazy guy. Want to see that. That's right. And I'd like to see Randy turn Riddle. I love that, Renegade. And that really keeps Riddle as a face, and Randy goes back to a heel. Nice and simple. Let's not make the world complicated. It already is pretty complicated. We know how beautifully Randy works as a heel. We know how stupid Matt Riddle is. So let's keep Matt Riddle a face, and let's keep Randy, and let's make Randy Orton a heel again. Let's do that. Absolutely. AJ, you get scared easily. You try my mom cooking. Oh, wow. I see that. AJ, who do you want to see wrestle against Tatum Paxley? I mean, Tatum Paxley is one of the bigger names up there, really rising up real quick. We already got a beautiful match in Roxy and whatnot, so I would like to see her, against perhaps Natalia one time. I would like that. Perhaps against, wait a second, not Natalia, I'm sorry. I would like to see her against Nikita Lyons, I wanted to say. And when it comes to Natalia, I want to see her against Nikita Lyons too. I want to see that. And right now we can see backstage how this whole match turned around. I can't believe that R-Truth has an office backstage. Good for him. A couples counselor certification. Look at that. It's funny how R-Truth is now wearing a suit and he's wearing a tie. I mean, last week I was wearing a suit, tie, but a shirt as well. Maybe I should. He took a bit, a page out of my own book. Maybe I should take a page out of his book. And next week when I do a watch along, maybe I should also wear a suit and a tie without a shirt. Let's do that. No, I'm not gonna do that, really. I'm not gonna do that. I'm just joking, guys. I'm not appearing shirtless ever. I hope not. I want to meet Bailey. I love that, Clay. Hopefully she comes back, doesn't get released. Asuka is supposed to return very soon, and that's what I've been hearing, says Renegade. I love that. But again, Mustafa Ali, that's where my curiosity lies right now. What's happening with him? Is he returning tonight? I did see his name, and now I can't stop thinking about it. Is he returning tonight? If he does, it's gonna be huge. Let's see. But Night chat along is always better. I love that, Andy, brother. I love that. Randy's in the heel. That's right. He's not a heel right now, but hopefully in the future, you'll see. Mustafa says that's right, and look who's here. True is here, and you know what, guys? One good thing about this whole thing that we did not actually had to go through all those hideous entrances with Dana Brooke and Reggie, and with Tamina and of course Akira Tozawa. We did not have to go through those entrances, and that's great. And we just get right into the match. R-Truth is the referee. Let's see how this goes down. By the way, can we talk about how hideous this guy Reggie's outfit is? It's terrible. And with that being said, my brother is here. True is here. Good to see you, brother. Good to see you. Have I missed anything? Good. Brother, you've missed out on the opening segment. We had an opening segment celebrating 20 years of Randy Orton. It was not really a celebration, because when you talk about a celebration in wrestling, you see pyros and you see confetti and you see some graphics and you see, people lining up down the ramp. We didn't see any of that. We did see some heels standing around the ring, but really nobody lined up the ramp, so it wasn't really a celebration per se. But we got a lot of people interfering and congratulating Randy Orton and all actually taking away his spotlight too. We saw the Usos, we saw all these people, Cody Rhodes and all these guys came in, Seth Rollins came in, the Usos came in. They took some shine away from that segment, and of course Kevin Owens came in too. Ezekiel came in, and this guy Adam Pearce came in, and he said, I'm announcing a big 8-man tag team match for later tonight, the main event of Raw. It's going to be that, and we're going to be seeing all the people who were involved in that opening segment. They're going to be competing against each other in that 8-man tag. So that's the main event for you. And with that being said, that was a very quick match, because Akira Tozawa and Tamina Snuka pick up the win. Good for them, but again, this is the match that you'd expect. This is the quality of match that you'd expect from these guys. Really, you can expect nothing better, and that's exactly what we got. Nothing better, guys. Nothing better. R-Truth is certified crazy. He really is, and the thing is that Vince McMahon finds R-Truth very funny. He loves R-Truth, and that's where I don't want to say that's where the problem lies, but again, this is what Vince McMahon finds funny. That's his humor. R-Truth is a sense of humor. And R-Truth is now covering Dana Brooke. I believe Truth still wants that 24/7 title gold, but Dana Brooke was able to slip out and really get away. So good for Dana right there. Good for her. She is still the champion. If that title still means anything, I guess it's good that she's still champion. Good for her. Alright, and R-Truth not looking too happy as he's missed out on another opportunity to be 24/7 champion. And bodies lying everywhere. R-Truth. Wow. Okay. Alright, cool. Whatever that was. It's alright. That was a weird match for sure. And if they release Bayley, I would be so angry. Yeah, that's right, Johnny, but I don't think it's going to be happening. Bayley's got to return. It's time for her to come back. So hopefully that happens. And when it happens, hopefully it's a face, not a heel. But we'll see how this goes. And they aren't getting rid of her. I agree, Andy. They cannot get rid of Bayley. They cannot get rid of Becky. They cannot get rid of all these top stars, because they really are the company's top stars right now. And I thought Dana is going to pull a TV. That's right. Dana teases it a lot. And so does Reggie. I mean, these guys tease a lot of TV14. And we see it on NXT a lot. A lot of TV14 being teased. So maybe they're going to go back to TV14 one day. Let's see. And AJ, can you interview Al Snow? That's an interesting name, brother. Al Snow is interesting. I haven't ever reached out to him, but would love to. That's a good name there. That's right, Jason. We did get a lip lock. This whole thing, as much as people might call it boring, it's really pushing the limits of PG for sure. Andy, there you go. I love that. All right, good question from Mustafa. Something personal right there, huh? Dana Brooke, I hate that stupid lady, says Johnny. Johnny's not a fan of Dana. They can head back to catering now. That's right, true. And unfortunately for them, apparently there is no catering. Apparently the WWE has cut off some catering for the roster, so that sucks for them. They can't even go back to catering. I guess they just got to go back to the locker room and wait until the show is over, I guess. That sucks for them for sure. And let's see what else do we have here. Renegade says that match was just a time-killing match. That's right, it really was. Andy, yeah, I love that. But you know what, Andy? Girlfriend or not girlfriend, you've got the family, and we're here together, right? That's it. We don't need any girlfriends. We are here, live, right? The brothers are here. And, and Tony says, still to come the 8-man tag team main event. That is indeed the main event, and if you can look at the time right now, we are still about, wow, look at that, 2 hours from the main event. This has only been about 1 hour and 10 minutes or 20 minutes into the show, so we still have a lot of time before we get into the main event. So yeah, lots of Raw to still look forward to, I guess. Lots of actions to still look forward to. The main event is a bit far away. Well, they've got a lot to cover. Until then, of course, we're looking at the highlights from Seth Rollins and Cody Rhodes. That's something that they've been teasing. And yep, the main event's still yet to come. Let's see what else do we have here. Andy says, yep, you'll have somebody soon. Love that. Wow, some girlfriend talks going on in the chat. I love that, guys. Look at that. With that being said, guys, I hope that you all are having a nice and happy week so far. I hope you all had a very positive and a great Monday and a good Monday night right now. AJ, I have a name for you that not a lot of people know, but can you do an interview with Scott Lost? He is one of the founders of PWG. Thanks for that, Chris. I like that for sure. I'm going to be writing that down as well and try reaching out to Scott. Thank you for that. That's a good name right there. With that being said, this is the return of Becky Lynch. Wow, what she's wearing. Interesting. You know, we were just talking about Star Wars and whatnot. She looks like she's coming straight out of Star Wars. Look at that. Becky Lynch. Doing what only Becky Lynch can do best. Look at that. Wow, interesting for sure. Look at her. The glasses, the outfit. I don't know what's going on here, but big time Becky is back. And I was, looking at the reaction of the people, and they were excited about Becky Lynch coming back. And what a lot of people were saying was that Becky Lynch is perhaps coming back too soon. Maybe she could have waited a little bit, but she is back. Let's see what does she have to talk about here. But yeah, let's see how this goes. I also have come across a rumor that she could be feuding with Lacey Evans. We'll see if that's going to be true, but she is back. Let's see what does she have to say. She doesn't look too happy. Obviously, she has a big frown on her face. She's not smiling. She's not making eye contact. She's shaking her head as she stands right there on the apron. I don't know what the problem is, but she does not look happy. I miss seeing the Boogeyman wrestle. Oh, yeah, Boogeyman was good, brother. Absolutely. Yeah, Becky Lynch is back. That's right. That's right. And Ricky says, oh my God, Clay, chill. Chill. That's right. Chill. Yeah, take it easy. Andy, that says the Irish last kicker Becky Lynch is out. She's out, but she doesn't look happy. So, I don't know if it's just me, but I miss the baby faces a lot. I kind of miss, I appreciate the man. I appreciate the bad lady, Becky Lynch. I appreciate her. But maybe it's just me and my own, the baby face in me that keeps saying it all the time. But I miss the baby faces a lot. I miss babyface heel, babyface Bailey. I miss babyface Becky. I would like to see them as baby faces once again, but I guess it's just me. Nobody else want to see them as baby faces but me. And Jason says Becky looks dejected. I hope that she becomes twisted like Seth freaking Lawrence. That, can you imagine if both of them, the whole couple, actually become dejected and become kind of like the Joker? Maybe Becky Lynch becomes the Harley Quinn of Seth Rollins, right, of the Joker. I think that'd be interesting. If that happens, I actually would like that. You know, both of them, Becky and Seth, are all about reinventing their careers, reinventing and revitalizing and reboosting their characters. They're all about that. We've seen Becky going from the last kicker to, of course, the man, and from the man to now what she is now, the Becky Lynch. And we've seen Seth Rollins also go through a lot, the guy in the Shield to the Architect, to the Messiah, and now, whatever he's doing, the Drip King. So Seth Rollins also, now with both of them teaming up, being dejected, kind of crazy. I'd like that for sure. That would be one way to really get some attention to the couple. What if Vince will win WWE and Universal? Oh my God, Mustafa, that's not going to be happening for sure. No. I think Vince is a lot smarter than that. I'd like to have seen Becky Lynch return at Backlash. That's right. Yeah, having a return on Raw. I wonder what plans do they have. Maybe they want to book her for a match at Backlash. We're 1 week away. We're actually not 1 week away. We're like 6 days away from Backlash. Backlash takes place this weekend, so really it's right around the corner. So maybe it's too late to book a match, but the fact that they have her actually return on Raw, the go-home show to Backlash, there has to be some reason for that. Let's see what happens there. Let's see what happens. Andy says that's the rumor right now. We'll see how this goes, guys. But, it's great. I must say, I love doing these watch-alongs so much, and it's unbelievable, the journey so far, right? I went from a little screen, right? That's what a lot of people do on YouTube, by the way. What they do is that they come up here for the watch-alongs. They have a little screen and a little camera, and they talk, right? And we went from there to the whole studio, and you saw the penthouse, and you saw the television screen behind me, and we had some fun with that. We've gone from those eras, and now we are literally ringside for the watch-alongs, and I must say, I enjoyed this a lot more because we have fun with the different camera angles, we have fun with the audience, the crowd sounds, and the stupid Byron Saxton. We have fun with that, and I love this so much. So I hope that you also are enjoying and having fun, because I certainly am having a great time with these watch-alongs just keep getting better. And with that being said, we are still on commercial mode. Alright, some DQ. I can't believe that we're seeing pizza commercials and we're seeing ice cream commercials. I mean, the kind of commercials I would absolutely love to not see right now, we're getting them. Come on. Come on. And with that being said, guys, we are about, let's check the time again. And you know what? Let's see. Alright, we are about halfway done through the show. So 1 hour and 30 minutes done through the show so far. So 50% done. How do you like the 50% that you've seen? I mean, if I were to rate this 50%, you know, including the first segment and the matches that we've seen, I would give it a 4 out of 10. I mean, it's been alright, but really not something that, you know, you could have not taped and watched later on DVR. This one has been just an okay show. Wow. And now we're getting a look at the Credit One bag, the WWE credit cards. Anybody has those cards? I mean, I would love to have one. And Becky Lynch is in the ring looking dejected, just like Renegade says, looking not too happy. That's right, Ricky, brother. Renegade is, Becky is back. AG, you should look up episodes of Lucha Underground. That was such a great time. Absolutely, Andy. I spoke to PJ Plaque about it, and he said Lucha Underground was just beautiful. He said that out of all the promotions he's worked for, Lucha Underground was his absolute favorite because it was more than just a show, a wrestling show. It was more of a TV show, and he had a lot of fun with that. So I really, want to look at them up again. Like, it would be nice. Thanks for that.
It's been 3 years since I walked out on Raw without my championship.
Oh, she's heartbroken. Look at that.
3 years and nobody was able to beat me for that title, and I'll be
Oh,
honest with you.
isn't that sad?
I haven't wanted to show my face on Raw because I don't know who
Aw.
Becky Lynch is without that title.
That is sad. Alright. So, she is, this is actually a sob story. She's not happy. She's heartbroken. She said 3 years. I've been coming out here with a title around my waist on my shoulders. I come out here tonight without the championship, and I don't even know who Becky Lynch is anymore. Guys, it's true. She's indeed looking dejected. She's indeed looking broken. Yeah, she doesn't feel like herself anymore. I guess we've seen this before. You know, perhaps with her husband, we could be seeing something similar. I'd like that a lot. And Renegade says I give Raw a 6 out of 10 so far. Interesting, brother. Interesting. Yeah, look at this promo work from Becky, though.
If I hit rock bottom, that means there's nowhere else to go but up. This isn't the end. This isn't the end. No. This is just the beginning. This is the beginning of the legendary Becky Lynch comeback.
Look at that. Wow.
No.
She really is going to that place, guys. She really is. Wow. Oh my gosh, she really is broken up here. What? Yeah, she really is going to that place. That's right, true. I love that big time cry baby. But really, she is acting crazy. She is acting insane right now. She's acting like that, you know, since we're talking a lot about girlfriends, about that, like that girlfriend, you know, who cannot handle a breakup. That's what it seems like. That's right, Gary, a broken Becky Lynch, I guess. And Renegade says Asuka is back. Is that right? Because I have not seen it yet. Maybe I'm on tape delay, but I have not seen Asuka back yet. Oh, wow. Okay, she's here. Dale says she's here. She is here. Now I see it. Wow, so I'm like 30 seconds behind you guys. Asuka is indeed back. Look at her. Okay. You said it, Renegade. You called it. You said Asuka was gonna come back. And look at the fans right there. They're excited. They're happy. Fans cannot believe it. They're jumping. They're making some noise. Asuka is back, and we've seen some priceless moments between Asuka and Becky Lynch before. We've seen Becky Lynch, giving away the title to Asuka when she got pregnant. We've seen those emotional moments between the two, and now we're seeing the return of Becky and the return of Asuka together in the ring here. Look at that. Interesting. This is like deja vu from those Thunderdome days all the way now. This is deja vu for me, at least. Look at that. Beautiful. I like the little AR effect also, the mask just flying above the ring. I like that. And Renegade says, I give Raw 6 out of 10 right now. That's nice. D1 Storm, aka Kubar. Alright, Chris, thanks for that. And Andy says, the Raw Watch Long is priceless. Raw itself, 6 out of 10. Thanks for that, brother. Becky going all lead, Tony? I don't think so. Right now, it seems like Becky and Asuka are going to be having a little match at WrestleMania Backlash. But Asuka looks like she's having fun. That's right, Andy. The Empress of Tomorrow is back. Ricky, that's right, she's back. Holy Sheeta. I mean, Asuka, I love that. Wow. And she still has the green mist going on her face. You can see that. Still the same attire. Wow, Johnny's loving it. But the interesting part is Asuka. I don't know, she looks similar, but she still looks different. I guess the vibe is different. She's having fun. You saw her doing the little dance right there, acting crazy. I don't know. Wow, she's having fun right now. The dance and whatnot. I don't know if it's just me, but I think I like the serious Asuka a lot more. The Asuka who was really the Empress of Tomorrow. Asuka, you know, the serious one, the hard hitter, the fighter. Yes, she still is a fighter. You saw that beautiful kick right there to Becky Lynch, and Becky Lynch retreats to the ringside. But with the whole dance moves, I don't know, but this is interesting. We thought that Becky Lynch could be becoming the next Seth Rollins, but with the whole dance right there and with a jacket, I guess Asuka already is Seth Rollins, or maybe Seth Rollins is Asuka, because I see a lot of similarities between Asuka and Seth Rollins right now. The dance, the outfit, everything. Look at her having some fun right there. And this is not helping Becky at all. Becky, who came out complaining of the loss, complaining of the title not being with her, and obviously showing signs of depression. Asuka comes out here and attacks Becky. That's not very good. And Renegade is loving it. He says Asuka returning gets 8 out of 10 so far. Love that. Love that. I want to see Dakota Kai on SmackDown, says Bobby. Oh yeah, me too. Me too. Would be great. I think she belongs on SmackDown. Io Shirai on Raw also would be nice. Io Shirai and Asuka, team them up together. Would be great. And Tony, that's right, the Empress is back. Age of Value interview Bailey. I would love that, Clay. Would be honored. Would be honored. And Andy with the news right there says Io is heading to Raw after her injury. Cause Asuka shows up, 8. The half of the Raw so far gets an 8 out of 10, says Andy. I think that's nice. And I like that Asuka returned. She came back looking good, looking strong. You know, kick Becky Lynch out of the ring, so I guess that's making a statement, somewhat of a statement. Let's see what is next for them. Are we going to be seeing a WrestleMania Backlash match between Becky and Asuka? Would you like to see that match at WrestleMania Backlash? No real build-up apart from that kick, but would you like to see it? Let me know, guys, if you would. And I can see Johnny with those emojis right there. He loved it. He loved her return. Renegade called it long ago. He said Asuka was going to be back. Dale said she was going to be back. Good stuff, guys. Predictions, real good. I would like to see Tatum Paxley versus Fallon Henley, says Bobby. Will be nice. Epic, I'm looking forward to watching Kabuki Warriors 2.0. That's right, indeed, absolutely. That's what I'm talking about. When I said I want to see Io and Asuka together, that's what I meant. Kabuki Warriors 2.0. That's great, Tony. I'd love that. And Chris says, am I dreaming? No, Chris, you're not, brother. You are here. You're alive. It's good to see you. You're not dreaming. Because that's true. Asuka is indeed back. And speaking of back, look who's back on the television screen right here. The Street Profits. Come on. The cringe prophets, as I like to call them. Really. That's right.
We coming for the unified tag team titles because the Street Profits are up and we want the...
So the Street Profits want to go after the unified tag team titles now. Not the Raw, not the SmackDown, the unified. They're all talks. The Street Profits literally all talks, not the walk. Not a fan. Come on. Who's next? Finn Balor is next, it seems. He's coming out here looking confident. Bobby says, I would like to see Dakota Kai versus Sasha on SmackDown. That would be nice. I would love that too. And Andy says, I want the match. Exactly, Tony. I miss Bayley as WWE SmackDown Women's Champion because she's the best SmackDown Women's Champion in history. So she comes back to SmackDown, says, I would not mind. I think if you look at Raw right now, the roster is stacked and SmackDown could use a little help. So Bayley going there would make a lot of sense, I think. And Bayley could have some good matches. Of course, you got Charlotte, you got Ronda right there. You've got a lot of the big stars. You got Raquel over there on SmackDown, so Bayley could really have some good matches over there. And speaking of good matches, up next is going to be Finn Balor versus Damien Priest. Let's see how this goes down. I believe Edge also going to be in the corner. I guess we're going to be seeing a destruction of Finn Balor tonight. Prince Devitt or Finn Balor is going to go down. I don't think there's any way that Damien Priest is going to go down. I think Damien Priest is going to win, and he's going to win big. But let me know, guys. Do you think Damien Priest is going to lose here? Let me know, what do you think? In my opinion, Dakota Kai isn't ready for the big stage. I mean, if she wants to take some time, if she wants to get ready, if the WWE wants her to get ready, and get better, I would not complain, because, if they take their time with her, it only means that they're invested in her and they want her to debut once she's at her very best. I would not mind that at all. Sure, she can take her time and debut on the main roster when she's actually ready, Renegade. Absolutely. But I really think that whenever she debuts and she's on the main roster, she's got to be a star. People are going to love her instantly. She's got the personality, she's got the in-ring skills that I feel are well suited for the main roster. And what else do we have here? Let's see. Tony says, what if Asuka and the American Nightmare Cody meet together backstage? I'm pretty sure they already would have, because I believe this is the first time Asuka is coming back ever since Cody returned. So they must have met backstage for sure. She was heading there, Bobby. That's right. I was only male was born in hospital. All babies were female. I see that, Mustafa. Good stuff. Interesting fact right there. Finn Balor is going to lose, says Renegade. Absolutely. He's got to lose for sure. Bayley is back down. Byron looks like he wants a match with you, AJ. Is that right, Byron? You want a match against me? You want to talk some trash? Yeah, he doesn't. Want to talk some trash right now? Alright, good. Let's have a match. Good. Wow. He doesn't even want to make eye contact with me, Chris. You can see that. He's a scared cat. Scared cat. Better be scared, because nobody wants to be on the bad side of AJ, that's for sure. And Johnny says Asuka is back. Johnny's still loving it. Look at that. I picked Damien, says Chris. Damien's got to win. I think so too. There's no way that they're not winning. There's no way that they're taking all their momentum and then handing it over to Finn Balor. It's not going to be happening. I'm looking forward to watching Red Velvet versus Deuce Tormenta on tomorrow's AEW Dark. Interesting. AJ, Purple Light. That's right, Jason. Whenever Edge and Damien are around, you got to watch out for the Purple Light. Let's see what happens. And the entire show, actually, watch out for the Purple Light. That's the Easter eggs right there. Unfortunately, Balor will keep losing. I hope AJ Styles and Phil team up. I would like that. Actually, Finn Balor and AJ Styles together would be nice. But just like you said, Finn Balor is going to keep losing. He just lost the U.S. title. I mean, that reign meant nothing. That reign with the U.S. title meant nothing for Finn Balor. It was so short. I believe even Jinder Mahal had a longer run with the U.S. title than Finn Balor did. So that's terrible. And yeah, I think so too. He's unfortunately going to keep losing. It's sad, but it seems like it's true. I'm up and I want the smoke, says Gary. Okay, Gary, you and I are on the same page a lot. You and I, when it comes to wrestling and our opinions, we think alike. We really do. But, the one place I cannot think alike is the Street Profits. I'm not a big fan of them, and they still have not been able to win me over yet. So, Street Profits need to get some work done before they can win over Wrassingh, that's for sure. Priest to win, says Renegade. I love that. Leave Saxton alone. Wait, John, are you kidding me right now? Saxton doesn't even reply to your comments. I do. Saxton doesn't reply when you tease him with those, food emojis and ice cream emojis and, delicious pizza emojis. I do. So, really, Saxton's better than me? I don't think so. And that would be a great tag team. I agree, Renegade. I think Dakota Kai is ready for the main roster. And I want her on SmackDown. I would like her on the main roster. Whenever she's ready, she should come up. And, I think she's going to have a good run on the main roster. People are going to love her. I do think so. They're former leaders of the Bullet Club. That's right, Andy. That's right, brother. Street Profits need the heel turn. They do. Right now, it's kind of working like the New Day, where they're there and they're kind of over. And that's it. They're happy with that. There's nothing else going on for them. So they need something going on. Again, you look at Seth Rollins, the biggest example out there. Such a big star. He could have just stayed the Architect, or he could have just stayed as the Beast Slayer, and that would have been okay. But he chose to revitalize his career, and that's what you gotta do to keep people intrigued, to keep people talking, and to stay on top of the card. You gotta keep revitalizing your career. With the Street Profits, the New Day, they're so comfortable with where they are, and I believe the WWE is so comfortable with where they are that they don't feel like it's important to revitalize their career, which I believe is very much important. With that being said, guys, wow, that's a grand entrance for Edge and Damien Priest. I believe there's some are on a trolley or something. Yep, they're definitely on a trolley. That's nice, and they don't even have to walk. All they have to do is stand right there and make their way to the ring. That's beautiful. Good for them. That's nice. And Randy says Street Profits need heel turn. I agree. And let's see. Chris says, Andy says, Chris will be headed to SmackDown when they call her up. I see. AJ, do you see Finn being released and going back to Impact? Sadly, I would not be surprised if Finn Balor actually gets released. You know, losses after losses, US title loss so soon. And probably another botch, right? I mean, not botch. I mean, a squash right here is probably gonna job out to Damien Priest. So I would not be surprised, or probably I would not be sad if Finn Balor actually loses. I think it'll be good for him. Whatever he does next, it's probably gonna be better than what he's doing at the moment. AJ, when Bayley comes to WWE, I want to be her boyfriend. I see that, Clay. Good for you. I acknowledge you. Deville, as does Chris. WWE would be crazy to release Finn Balor. I agree, Ron, but they've been crazy enough to waste his potential as well. So if they release him, I truly believe that whatever he does after the WWE is gonna be better than what he's doing right now. And breaking news, SummerSlam will be in Nashville, Tennessee. That's right. Tennessee is gonna be getting some love, some summer love right here, because SummerSlam is going to Nashville, Tennessee on July 30th. So that's going to be good. And SummerSlam, I always see it as a New York event, because we had SummerSlam back-to-back for like 4 years in a row at the Barclays Center, and that was a great time. And great time to be in New York. I was there for all those SummerSlams, and I had a great time, I must tell you. But that's right, they need to go back to New York one day. But I'm glad that they're now branching out and they're taking the pay-per-view to other places in Tennessee. It's been a while since they've had a big show, so good for them to get SummerSlam. It's got to be good. The purple light was on Finn, says Jason. That's right, it was on Finn. But I wonder if that means anything, brother. Let's see. And Andy says if Finn were to be released, he would go to it. Definitely. For sure. 100%. I would like to see Harry Smith on NWA pay-per-view on June 12th. He's got to be there. I mean, Harry Smith is one of those big names out there. Of course, him and his partner, they're great together. So I do believe that they will be there. And with that being said, Damien Priest with the Irish whip to Finn Balor into the corner, and Damien Priest going for a big jump right there. Finn Balor out of the way and now landing those big punches on the ribs, on the gut of Damien Priest with a big clothesline, and Damien Priest is sent to the ringside. Wow. Look at Edge though. He's watching on from his throne as he sits right there on the ramp on his throne right there, and he's angry, he's furious with the way that Finn Balor has been dominating so far. He's not happy with Damien's performance. And Damien gets Finn Balor up. Are you kidding me? Is he gonna break him? Oh dear. There you go. He goes back first into the apron. That's crazy. Wow. Age of Judgment Day is the name of the. I love that name. Judgment Day is great. I love that name. I think it's very well suited. Judgment Day also used to be my favorite pay-per-view, right? My favorite pay-per-view, absolutely. I love that whole set design, the whole layout for Judgment Day. I think was the very best that they had for a pay-per-view. Really good. So I'm loving this name. It's a great name. It suits Edge. It suits Damien. I love it. Let's see who else is going to be joining Judgment Day soon. That's going to be interesting. And no purple lights in the match right now. That's right. We're going to get none so far. The only purple light that we can see is on Edge. That's about it. That is about it so far. And let's see what else do we have here real quick. Let's take a look. Let's see. And what else do we have here? As Renegade says, Finn Balor would be great in the black. Cool, absolutely. You know, that's what I'm saying. Finn Balor, anywhere outside of the WWE right now would be a good idea. He'd do better than what he's doing at this very moment. You saw him right there. He went back first into the apron. I don't think he's going to be able to recover from that. Probably going to be, jobbing out for the rest of the match. We'll see when we come back from commercial. Are you kidding me? Some more Pizza Hut commercials? Man, my stomach hurts. I tell you guys, I'm on a diet, and I don't want to see all this Pizza commercials. This is the pain. Come on. This is torture. They don't have to do this. Come on. Bailey returns next, says Chris. I love that. Let's see if that happens. Ron DMD says, Edge, great heel. Indeed he is. And he's a great face. He's a great heel. Edge is fantastic. And but just like Randy Orton, I say that Randy Orton is an amazing guy. He's a great wrestler, but he's an amazing heel. And I guess that's the same thing that I can say for Edge. He's a great guy. He's an amazing wrestler. He's an amazing babyface, but a better heel. I think it's true for both Randy as well as for Edge. And Judgment Day is a good name, absolutely true. I totally agree. It's a great name. I'm looking forward to watching Bhupinder Gujjar. That's right, he's back from India now, as we talked about earlier. He's back from India, brother. So I guess we're going to be seeing a lot more of Bhupinder Gujjar on Impact. And of course, Shera. Shera is back. He's got to go head-to-head against Bhupinder. It's got to happen. And we'll see how this goes down. My BF used to live in Tennessee. I see that. And Renegade says, if I have the money, I will be at SummerSlam. All right, Renegade, brother. I hope that you can get there, man. I hope that you can be there. I would love that. I would love to see my brother up there. And I remember this was interesting. I believe this was back in 2015 when Undertaker wrestled Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam. And they released the tickets for that event like in January. I believe it was January when they released the tickets for the event at Barclays Center. Back then, the matches were not even announced. We did not know we were going to get Brock and Taker. But I just had a good feeling, and I was like, you know what? I got to go to SummerSlam. And I asked a lot of my friends. I asked a lot of the friends, but they were, because it's summer and everybody's traveling, nobody was available. I asked a lot of people, and nobody was available back then. I looked at the ticket prices, and the ticket prices were expensive. The only tickets that we were getting was like $300+. So I asked a lot of people, and nobody wants to put in that much money. So I'm like, you know what? Forget about it. I'm going to go to SummerSlam, and I'm going to go there alone, myself. And I went there myself, and I had the greatest time. I had a great time. SummerSlam is a must-see event, and if you can be there, be there. I was there for the Taker Lesnar match, and I still have such good memories from that pay-per-view. It was great. SummerSlam is such a good event. So is WrestleMania, so is Royal Rumble. And I've attended SummerSlam, I've attended WrestleMania. I've been fortunate enough to attend them both. Now, the one pay-per-view that I really want to attend is the Royal Rumble. I've never been there live for the Rumble. Would love to be there once for the Rumble for sure. Saving my dollars for Mania 39. Run DMG, I'm going to see you there, brother. We're going to be there for WrestleMania 39 for sure. And I look forward to seeing you all there, hopefully. I would like to see Carl Fredericks wrestle in NJPW. Best of Super Juniors. That'd be nice, brother. Looking forward to watching Jay Bradley and Brandy Price. Yeah, Power Trip 2 is got to be a good event. April 30th, we're going to be covering it live like we do every other event. With that being said, Finn Balor, surprisingly, he's in control actually. He's doing well, going strong. Damien Priest with a kick out, but Finn Balor is doing better than I thought he would. Good for him, and Edge doesn't look too happy. Look at him. He's not happy at all. And with a big kick to the gut of Damien Priest, Finn Balor is in control. And another kick, and he twists the arm 2 times. And Damien Priest with a big elbow tackle right there to the head of Finn. Finn's dazed. He's dizzy. And he connects, wow, with the reversal right there. Big one. Finn Balor is in control, and I cannot believe it. He's going strong after Damien. Once again, Damien grabs him by the throat, gets him up, and Finn Balor with the roll-up. 1, 2, and wow, that was a close call right there. And you know, Jason said earlier that he saw a little bit of the purple light on Finn Balor. That could be true, because you know what? He's outperforming Damien Priest right now. I guess Finn Balor could be a big part of this whole Judgment Day, because he's outperforming Damien as we see. I don't know what's happening here, but he was gonna go for the big one, and he stared down at Edge. Edge was staring down at him. We saw some eye-to-eye right there, and Damien Priest takes advantage of the distraction, and he gets Finn Balor down. I think he's gonna cover him successfully, but that is interesting. Finn Balor was on fire right there. Interesting right there. I'm an NC, so not too far away. Beautiful Renegade, beautiful brother. There you go. And once again, Damien Priest gets Balor down and out, going for the cover. This has to be over, and it's over. Damien Priest with a big win, thanks to the distraction from Edge right there. Edge looking so good right there on the throne, though. A true and a real king. 6.5 hours away from Nashville. Not too bad, brother. That's right. And I would like to see the Hex, Allison Kay, and Marty Bell wrestle on NWA pay-per-view. The Hex is one of the best right there, so hopefully we do see that. And 3-0, beautiful prediction score right there from Ricky and Renegade, who's a 4-4-0 and a 2-4-0 Bob, Chris. Great stuff. You guys are invincible with the predictions here. Good stuff. And a stare down or an embrace. Oh, there you go. Wow. Damien Priest certainly acknowledges the tribal. Actually, I'm not sure if he's a tribal chief, but the emperor, the king, I don't know what he is. The cult leader, Edge, I guess. Damien Priest acknowledges him. Look at that. That's nice. The crowd was dead for Priest indeed. Yep. And with that being said, they're still telling us about the main event, the big main event, which apparently is all about Randy Orton, but still not really about Randy Orton. They took 3 different storylines and they squeezed it all into one with this main event. We're going to be seeing Ezekiel. We're going to be seeing Kevin Owens. We're going to be seeing Usos, RK Bro. We're going to be seeing Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens and Seth Rollins. All of them, 3 different storylines, 1 match. That's your main event. Apparently, it is all about Randy Orton, but really, it's not. It's about lazy booking. That's what the main event is all about. And with that being said, coming out here is the awesome one. It is The Miz. Let's see how this one goes down. I go to not sure how to talk this girl. I think I love. All right, that's nice, Ricky. Good stuff. All right, way to go, brother. The main event on paper is a solid 10. I don't know, Renegade. I'm not a fan of that. I'm not a fan of the main event. I feel like it's kind of a lazy booking. I don't know. I feel like they could have done better. Again, the main event is good. No, I'm not saying that the main event is trash. I'm not saying that it's not booked well, that the star power is lacking. None of that is there. The main event looks great. But for a Randy Orton celebrating his 20th anniversary, I think there could have been a better way to close the show than a main event that is all about scrambled eggs. That's what I feel. So for Randy Orton to celebrate his legacy, there could have been a better one. I think could have been a better way to close the show. But I could be wrong. Let's see. Coming up next is going to be The Miz versus Austin Theory. I'm pretty sure Austin Theory is going to pick up the win, but we'll find out. And that's nice. Absolutely, Ricky. Good for you, brother. That's not a bad main event of paper. It's indeed true. Not a bad main event on paper, but how's it all going to come about? You know, how are they going to be celebrating Randy Orton? How are they going to be putting the spotlight on him is what we'll have to see. I want Caprice Coleman versus Homicide. Homicide, one of the bigger ones as well on NWA, really on fire. The last I saw him was on Crockett Coven. Really good. Very good. And Randy's got to win for sure, Renegade. I mean, his team has got to win, 100%. But the way this all goes about and, you know, how do they end up putting the spotlight on Randy? And if we're going to be seeing some turns, if all of them are going to be on the same page, how are they going to be celebrating Randy Orton and closing the show on a high note for Randy is what is getting me intrigued here. Let's see. That's right. And now we are back to commercial. Once again, commercial time, guys. And, you know, we are now done with more than half of the show. And Asuka returned, and we saw all this match. We saw this Damien Priest versus Finn Balor match, which kind of improved the rating for me. Now I'm going to give Raw a 6 out of 10. Earlier I gave it a 4, but the Asuka return was great. It was nice to see her back. It was nice to see Becky Lynch back also, I guess. But, yeah, kind of improved the rating for me. So I must say, a 6 out of 10 for me so far. And True says they will celebrate Randy off the air. Yeah, for sure they will. But again, should have been a more of a celebration on television. The way they opened it, no pyros, no confetti, just Randy, just a few of the heels standing around. It didn't do it for me. Randy Orton is a big star. I mean, 20 years is no joke. Should be celebrated in a better way. So it didn't do it for me. But let's see. What happened, Ricky? Your comment got circled. Oh, I think he sent some emojis. I think that he did it on purpose. Those loading emojis, I guess. I don't know. Once again, thank you to whoever suggested, you know, hot water and green tea and the lemon tea. It does wonders for my throat. Thank you for that. No, Clay, come on, Clay, don't do that. Don't do that, all right? Now, we're not going to be political here. You know, whatever is happening in that part of the world is terrible. It breaks my heart. It breaks our heart. But don't accuse anybody of anything, you know, irrespective of the political beliefs or whatnot. Come on. This is not the place to do that. So, Clay, no, don't do that. That's not acceptable. And that's right, Ricky is buffering. My YouTube, I see that, Ricky. His YouTube is buffering, yeah? YouTube glitching out right now, I see that. Okay, but yeah, Clay, we're not going to be doing that. It's all about the love here, and right, we watch the shows as a family, and that's it. It's all about the love, so really, no place for the political stuff here, really. And with that being said, we're still on commercial. Some Vizzy Heart Setter, I don't know what that was. Commercials are interesting as well. Fox News, that's right. I've got a lot of friends who watch a lot of Fox. It's a funny thing, right? If you want to talk about that, Fox News, CNN, it's so funny. The war between the two companies, it's so funny, it's hilarious. Oh dear. Yeah, I know I have a lot of friends who watch Fox. I'll have a lot of friends who watch, of course, CNN, and they just cannot get along. I don't know how it works, but yeah, it's interesting. I blame WWE for the glitching. I see that, Ricky. I see that. Yeah, but at the end of the day, what we are is a family, right? I mean, we watch these shows as a family. And wrestling, the beautiful part about wrestling is that no matter you're from the US, no matter if you're from Australia, what other part of the world, this is family. And wrestling brings us all together. That's what it's all about. Look at me right here, right? I mean, all the way, different background. We all come from different backgrounds, different, nationalities, religions, political beliefs, whatnot. But we are all here watching this as a family. And that's what wrestling is all about. It brings us together. It unites people. And that's the part of wrestling that we should be celebrating. It's about the unity. And with that being said, we're back from commercial and Miz is looking good. Okay, I thought we were going to be getting a match. But now we're getting a Miz TV. So interesting. And thanks for that, Renegade. And Fox versus CNN. That's right, I agree. MJF's brother is on now. That's right, true. He is right there. I guess his older brother is here. All we need is Bailey back. That's right, Chris. I love that. And look who's here. King Tones is here. Wow, look at that. King, brother. Good to see you. And it's been a good show, bro. It's been a decent show so far. Asuka came back. She had a little confrontation with thank you for that. Thank you. I'm glad that you enjoyed the look, brother. King Tones, good to see you. And Asuka is back. She had a little confrontation with Bailey. And right now, as we can see, Austin Theory is coming here, the new U.S. champion out for Miz TV. And Miz is jamming out. He's jamming out to Austin Theory's music. So that's interesting. And we got a little celebratory segment. The opening segment was for Randy Orton in his 20 years and whatnot. So that was interesting. That's right. No, not Bailey, Asuka. Bailey didn't come back, but Asuka did come back. Yeah. And with that being said, right now we're seeing a selfie moment between Austin Theory and The Miz. Interesting. That's right. So the highlight of the night has been Asuka coming back. Bailey, still no word. Let's see how this Miz TV goes down there.
It's kind of like looking in a mirror.
Are you kidding me? So Vince calls Austin Theory a young John Cena. And Miz says that looking at Austin Theory is like looking into the mirror. What is going on here?
Definitely will get there.
Why is everybody pandering to Austin Theory? What is this guy? I don't see him. I don't know if you guys see it. I don't see him in anything in him.
All right, just Theory. Well, it feels like an eternity since someone actually brought credibility to the United States.
I can't believe it. Even The Miz is pandering to this guy. He says, it's about time that somebody brought some credibility to the U.S. Champion. Are you kidding me? Alright, what else do we have here? I have a vibe that Austin Theory might turn face on Miz's face. Wow, okay. Interesting, but
how does it feel to be the new United States champion?
I don't think people care about Theory yet. I don't care about him at all. I know there are some people, at least from the YouTube comment section that I see on the WWE's YouTube channel. I see a lot of people are behind Austin. They're like, I saw it in Austin from the very beginning. I've been saying it from the very beginning that he's a star. And look at him right now. I see a lot of people saying that. So I don't know if they're trolls, if they mean it. But I definitely don't see it. I definitely don't see the it factor in Austin so far. Or just Theory.
A WrestleMania main eventer. You. Yeah. And you know what else? I'm going to live up to those standards that you want me to, but I'm also going to continue to prove why I am the best investment that Mr. McMahon has ever made.
Yeah, that's right. Ron DMG, that's what you're talking about, brother. That Austin Theory is the chosen one. He says that I'm the best investment that Vince has ever made. And that's right, Andy. You take care, brother. Have a good night. I'm gonna be seeing you tomorrow for NWA. You take care, brother. You take care. Good night, brother. And Theory does somewhat remind me of John Cena when he first started. I see, Renegade. I don't know. I don't see, if I may, I don't see the ruthless aggression in Austin Theory. For John Cena, a lot of stuff that he did, it felt like he worked his way up for that, right? But Austin has been handed over a lot of the stuff, so I see a little bit of difference there. I could be wrong, but I don't see it. Bianca Belair and arm wrestling. That's right, brother. King Tones. The Bianca Belair match is over, and Bianca Belair retained. And the arm wrestling was won by Lashley, who was then jumped by Omos. So that happened. That's right. And WWE employees are pushing Theory. They are. That's what I'm talking about. That's why I don't see John Cena in him. Because John Cena, he brought in the ruthless aggression. For Theory, not forget about ruthless. I don't even see any form of aggression in Austin Theory. Or just Theory. I don't see any aggression in him. So, I don't know. I would like to see a NWA bring in Mandy Leon. Would be nice. For sure. Drew McIntyre Steel Cage. Did you see it versus Sammy? I haven't checked that out yet, King Tones. Not yet, brother. I'll check it out though.
A title match. You are the United States.
Okay. Wow. Look at that, guys. You guys were all right. Okay. Look at that. I've got kind of goosebumps right now. This guy got on Twitter. He wanted to get released from the WWE. WWE said no. He was put on the shelf for months. And he finally comes back. And you guys were right. Renegade was right. Dale was right. You guys said it was all about the big returns. Renegade called it. He said Mustafa Ali is returning tonight. And he does. Mustafa Ali is back, and you know, this is what I was talking about from the very beginning. If he comes back, is he coming back to job to people, or is he coming back to actually do something significant? And as Theory says, as True says right there, that he is back to just job to Theory, and it seems like it. It seems like this is why he's back. I mean, they had to have somebody come back, only to job to Theory, and I guess that is Mustafa Ali. This has to be him.
You still work here?
Oh, and Miss says, you still work here? That's funny. That's great.
Aren't you the guy that took his ball and went home?
They're really pushing it, guys. Yeah, they're embarrassing him on TV. You see that?
Mufasa, Mustafa Ali's younger brother.
Mufasa?
Yep, they're embarrassing him on TV. That's what's happening here. That's right.
That joke was not funny at all. I mean, honestly, why are you out here cracking jokes? If I want to laugh, all I need to do is watch you wrestle.
Okay. Are we going to be seeing a tag team match? Miz, Theory versus Ali and Mansoor? Could that be happening? Okay.
And I was back there talking to Adam Pearce, and we were discussing some matters. But when I heard that the new United States Champion Theory was going to be a guest on Miz TV, I just had to come out here. I mean, I had to. Because I'm kind of hoping that Theory is here to announce that he's holding an open challenge.
Okay. All right.
For that United States Championship, and I'm kind of hoping that I'm going to be the one to answer it. So what do you say, Theory? You and me for the United States Championship tonight. I'd love to see it.
All right. The yes chants. That's right, Renegade. The yes chants are going on right now. I must say, the reaction to Ali coming out, not the best. Not the biggest pop, right? It's kind of slow. Yes, the yes chants are kind of picking up, but really the reaction, not really that great. And Ali deserves it, says Ron DMG. I see that. Ali, a manager, free Ali. Let's see. That's right, Mansoor's on SmackDown. Thanks for that.
Mr. McMahon's protege. What do you, we got no spine? What do you
Interesting.
got, biceps and no balls?
I don't know about this whole thing right now, guys.
What are you scared of, huh? You're out here running your mouth.
the funny part is that Ali went away, and he went away because of a little bit of an argument with Mr. McMahon. That is why he went away, and he's coming back here to wrestle Mr. McMahon's favorite guy. That is super interesting.
Future first ballot Hall of Famer. This man don't run away.
That's right. And AJ, who do you want to see wrestle on AEW Dark tapings? Interesting.
To get yourself a little.
Let's get Suzuki in there. I want to see some Suzuki again on Dark.
Nothing I would love more to embarrass you right here, right now. But I think you forgot how it works around here. I don't have a magic wand where I can just.
Alright, as Miz is talking trash to Ali right now, it seems like Austin Theory is tweeting something.
Mr. McMahon,
Oh.
you got a match against Ali right now.
Okay, so we're going to be getting a match. It's going to be The Miz versus Ali. And Miz is not too happy because, you know, Austin Theory made that match official thanks to Mr. McMahon. But we're going to be getting Miz versus Ali. Let's see how this goes down. Is Ali going to job out? Is Miz going to be jobbing to Ali? Let's see. But this match is going to tell a lot to us about WWE's booking of Ali moving ahead, moving forward. And Ali slaps Miz in the face right there. I guess we're going to be going to commercial before this match actually takes place. And that's right, we're definitely going to commercial like that. And Mustafa Ali is awesome, says Bobby. Ali don't want to work for the company. I guess we'll find out when we come back from commercial, because we'll find exactly what the company wants to do with Ali. And with that being said, we do switch to commercial. Let's see how this goes. Am I being bullied? No, Clay, you're not being bullied. Don't worry about that. But please, don't. Be respectful of everybody, alright? And Mr. McMahon runs Raw. That's right. Apparently he does. Apparently, there is no hierarchy here. And you know, this guy, Austin Theory, doesn't need to go through Adam Pearce because he can go directly to McMahon. I don't think even Shane McMahon had that advantage that this guy has. Good for him. Next, The Fiend. That's right. AJ, I want to see Daniel Kamela on AEW Dark tapings. I would love that, you know. Got a lot of love for Daniel as well. And Liz says, next, The Fiend. Now, The Fiend and Bray is the thing that Bray Wyatt wants a lot of money to come back. Is the WWE going to offer him that much money? Because money was the main reason behind his release. Budget cuts, right? So now that he wants to come back and actually impact their budget in a big way, would the WWE be willing to do that is the question. We'll find out. And interestingly, we're going to be getting a Miz versus Ali match. The second hour of Raw is not too bad tonight because Ali comes back, making it kind of, you know, newsworthy. People are interested. I'm intrigued. Let's see how this match goes down. Let's see if it's going to be a squash or if Ali's going to fight back. It's going to be super interesting. That's right. And that's right. Run DMG has not bullied anyone in Clay. You gotta be holding off, alright? Don't worry about anybody here bullying you because nobody else is bullying here at all. So be respectful. Just be respectful. I don't put people on timeout, but really, I might have to put you on timeout if you don't be respectful. So please. That's right. And Johnny says the only bully here is AJ. That's right. I'm the biggest bully around. I guess everybody could agree with that, right? Now, Johnny, not a bully. I don't believe in that stuff. AJ, you hearing Vince McMahon is changing Raw and SmackDown as who babyface and who is a heel. So, we know that right now the number one babyface on Raw apparently is Lashley. And the number two is Cody Rhodes. I believe that's gotta change because Lashley has kind of slipped down the slope. I think we can all agree. Lashley is no longer the top guy, I guess. So he cannot be the number one babyface for sure. I guess it's Cody Rhodes, but I guess it's gotta change. The number one babyface on Raw is gotta change, and the number one babyface on SmackDown is gotta change. I do think so. Yep. And no, actually, not on SmackDown because SmackDown has Roman Reigns, I guess, as a face. I don't know what Roman Reigns is. I think he's a face. But yeah, SmackDown is good, but Raw, it's gotta change. Lashley is no longer the top guy. A bunch of return sets. That's right, Liz. And you know what? Dale said it, and we had Renegade saying it from the very beginning that tonight's Raw is going to be newsworthy because we're going to be seeing a lot of returns, and that's exactly what happened. AJ with former WWE wrestler, do you want to see wrestle on NWA pay-per-view on June 11th? Former WWE wrestler, huh? I mean, I guess Harry Smith counts as one of them. I would like to see Harry Smith for sure. I don't think any NWA pay-per-view is complete without Harry Smith, so I would like to see him. I'd like to see his partner. I guess JTG, you know, of course, Fandango, all these people. Yeah, they definitely count. And what else do we have here? And Johnny and Renegade says that AJ is not a bully either. Thank you for that. And in response, Johnny says that I called him a nerd. I don't know when I called you a nerd. I don't think I called you a nerd. I would never do that. I don't know. No, I'd never call you a nerd, Johnny. No. And no, not here about bullying. No, absolutely not. So I don't recall calling you a nerd. Absolutely not. All you do is sending me a bunch of food emojis, nothing else. So nothing but love to you and everybody else. WWE wants to keep copying AEW's ranking system, and I think ranking system, WWE used to have it. If I'm not wrong, I guess we can go back, let's see, 2009, 2008, there was a website called WWE.com, which still is around, but now it's pretty meaningless. But back then, it kind of had some content that was actually, you know, intriguing. It was still the rise of social media was not that big, so WWE.com was still the, you know, website that I used to go to get my news, believe it or not. And WWE.com used to have a ranking system back in the day. In 2008, we used to see the power rankings, and we used to see, you know, people going up and down the ranks. We did stop that, I believe, as we entered the new decade, the 2010s to 2012. After on, we stopped getting those rankings, and those rankings became more and more insignificant. That's what happened. So, yeah. But now they're trying to kind of bring it back, but I guess that we're okay without the rankings. Yes, AEW likes to do it, and that's okay for AEW to do. Wait a second, Kane is here with Randy Orton. Oh. And we've seen some memorable matches between Kane and Randy Orton too, so that's nice. Okay, so they were just lip syncing, not really having a backstage segment right there. That's okay. But yes, we've seen some power rankings before for the WWE. Now they're trying to bring it back, as you said, brother. But I don't think there's a need for it to be brought back. I think they're okay without it, so. Yeah, it's something that's in the past, and I guess kayfabe's kind of over, so we don't need the power rankings anymore. But with that being said, what we need right now is Mustafa Ali and Miz. Let's see how this match goes down. And thank you, Johnny. Love, nothing but love. I didn't recall calling anybody a nerd, so I was kind of taken aback, but I'm glad that I did not. I can never do that to you guys. But thank you. You guys are great. All right, the 8-man is happening, and the light go out. All right, Liz wants to go out with the returns. I know we've seen a lot of returns tonight. We've seen Asuka, we've seen Becky, now we're seeing Mustafa, but The Fiend, that'd be crazy. I'm scared. This Thursday WWE is making move is released. That's right, April 28th, WWE is apparently releasing some people, as reported by Dale first. He said that April 28th is going to be the day when they're going to be making some cuts. So we'll see what happens, brother. We'll see what happens. That's right. Mayor Kane, Lince Dorado would be nice for sure. Cody Rhodes is currently listed number 2, and Bobby Lashley number 1. That's right, Renegade. That is true, brother. Absolutely. And I think it's got to change because Lashley is slipping down, right? If you talk about power rankings, I don't think Lashley is number 1 on Raw right now. I think it's Cody Rhodes. So Rhodes got to be number 1 right now. With that being said, Mustafa Ali, social athleticism, getting some nice exposure on camera. If he goes over here, I guess the bridges are not really burnt, and I think that Mustafa Ali is getting that second chance, I think. Let's see how this goes down, though. Predictions time, guys. Let's predict here. Do you think Miz is gonna win, or is Mustafa Ali gonna jump out? What do you think is gonna be happening? This is a crucial prediction of the night. This is crucial to his career, to Mustafa Ali's career. What do you think is going to be happening? Is Mustafa Ali jobbing out? Is The Miz winning? Is he losing? Let us know. I get Raw 3 out of 10. It's making me sleep. Much love to you, brother. Much love to you. That's right. I truly miss the tag team and the rivalry of both Ali and the current Intercontinental Champion Ricochet. They had something interesting going on, but it all went down the air. So, undisputed WWE Universal Champion Roman Reigns is listed as top heel. Roman Reigns, Tribal Chief. I love that guy. He's great. Yeah, he should be number 1 always. The main event still ahead. That's right. Let's see how the main event goes. But Ricky says Ali is my pick, and True says Ali is my pick to win. Then he drops to Austin Theory. And Renegade says Mustafa Ali. Johnny says Ali. Wow, all of you say Ali. I'm still gonna be the heel here. I'm gonna say The Miz. I think Miz is gonna win, but I don't know. I feel like a heel as I say it. I think Miz is winning, but we'll find out. Right now, Mustafa Ali is down. Miz looking strong. Let's see if he's able to keep this up. I would like to see NWA bringing Oni Larkin. That's right. And Danny Burke for the... that would be nice. And Oni especially. I know that he's out there. He's taking some bookings. NWA would do wonders for him. That's right, Ricky. I get that. Wow. Big chop to the chest from Miz to Ali. And Ali not feeling too good right now. Look at that. Wow. Another... Are we looking at another one right there? I guess we are. And guys, I must say something to all of you. If you guys, want to, it's an opportunity. We used to have a show that used to be called Open Mic Wrestling. I've had some tremendous guests on there. I had the family, the family that's super popular on TikTok and on Instagram too now. They do these little shorts where they're wrestling each other. They're a lovely couple. I've had them on there. I've had a few fans on there. I've had... a good lineup on that show, Open Mic Wrestling. We're bringing it back, and we're bringing it back in a new way, in a new shape, and a brand new branding and all of that. So, if you guys would like to be a part of Open Mic Wrestling for one episode, let me know. Let me know, and, I will reach out to you, and we'll make it happen. You don't have to, it's got to be interesting. It's got to be a whole new format. It's got to be something very special that I have in mind for Open Mic Wrestling. If you guys would like to be a part of it, let me know. And let's see what else do we have here. Miz is winning. Mustafa Ali will more than likely win by DQ, says Renegade. Love that. Yeah. All right, Clay, don't worry. Yeah, don't worry. That's right. All that I'm asking for of everybody, right, is to just act like a family, right? Because we are a family here. We just get together and have some fun here. That's about it. Just like a good old family does. So that's it. Let's be respectful to everybody. That's all. But thank you, Clay. Thank you, everybody. And with that being said, Miz is still in control. Ali still down. And on my pick here, my prediction here is still Ali. It's still the Miz. I think Miz has got to pick up the win. I think so. And Miz may win, but Ali's got to pull an upset victory, says Tony. Let's see how this goes down. Do you want to see Leon Ruff wrestle on NWA? I think I'm going to go with Impact. I think Impact needs Leon. For sure, brother. Sure. Where would you like to see him, though? Let me know. This match is good, though. Guys, take a look at Miz's chest. Miz's chest is red. It's red. Look at that. Wow. Breaking news, The Fiend has signed a contract. Liz, are you making this up? I like that, but you never know. You never know. Never say never, right? That's it. But if Bray Wyatt or The Fiend comes back tonight, the world's got to go crazy. Twitter's got to break. It's got to be insane. With that being said, Miz gets Ali up. He's going to go for the suplex right there. Ali reverses. Miz with the elbow strike to Ali's head right there. And now with the kick to the leg of Ali. Gets him down. Big DDT. Ali going for the cover. Going for the cover one there. And 1, 2, and 2.5. And Ali kicks out. Miz was close to the victory, but Ali kicks out right there. Beautiful stuff. Good match so far for sure. That's a good match. I would like to see him wrestle at NWA and Impact Wrestling. That'd be nice. Both of them. Why? That's nice. Why not both? Why not if you can have both? That's nice. Fiend versus Veer. Interesting, Tony. Now, we don't know if Fiend's going to come back, but if he comes back and he faces Veer, I would think that would make it for a very compelling television show. I would like that. Compelling storyline, compelling matchup. Fiend versus Veer would be nice. With that being said, Ali is going to go for the big one, and Miz with the reversal. Ali somehow gets on there. And is Miz winning it? It looks like he's going to go, oh, there you go, okay. I am on a 30-second tape delay, as you know. But I can see right there, Renegade says 5-0, Ali wins. I was right, Ali wins. You were all right. And I was wrong here. I thought it was going to be Miz's night. I thought Ali was not going to pick up the win, but you guys were right. You guys said Ali was going to pick up the win. That's exactly what happened. Now the question is Austin Theory going to come out and jump on Ali? Is he going to attack Ali from behind? But I'm surprised that Miz lost. I mean, Ali winning here probably means that things are not too bad between the two parties anymore. Maybe, they have hugged it out. Maybe the differences have been set aside and Ali is actually going to have a decent run with the company this time, I guess. But he just picked up the win over Miz. I guess that's a good thing. I guess. And with that being said, wait a second. Oh my gosh. You kidding me? I did not see that coming. How did this happen? Tommaso Ciampa, out of all people. We thought it was gonna be perhaps Austin Theory, but Ciampa, full heel, that's right. Tony, Renegade, true, absolutely. Ciampa did jump on Ali. I don't know why that happened. Not too sure what problem Ciampa has with Ali, but something's up for sure. And Rhea Ripley doesn't look too happy. Oh my gosh, some Papa John's commercial again. Stop it. I don't want to see these pizza commercials. Stop. And that's right. I see those big eyes of true Rhea looking good for sure. But again, why does she look so sad? Why does she look so unhappy? Where is Liv Morgan? Are we going to see a breakup here tonight? Because she's backstage, apparently going to be doing a backstage interview. But where is Liv? And why does she look so unhappy? We'll have to see. What's going on? What's going on? Huh? Thank you. That's right. Saxton is disgusting. I don't know. I'm done with this guy. I did the Impact Wrestling watch along ringside by myself, and I had a better time than doing it with Saxton. So I think I'll have to get rid of this guy for sure. And oh my gosh, Ricky, stop it right there, brother. Enough of the pizza. That's right, Johnny. Ciampa was there. He was there. And AJ and Bobby says, AJ, I have a question for you. Impact wrestler Brian Myers wrestling on NWA Power Trip. Do you want to see him more? For sure, brother. I mean, Bobby, NWA, the more wrestlers that they get, the more crossovers that they get, the more eyes they're going to be drawing to the product. And I guess that's a good thing for NWA. It's a good company. They put on some good matches every once in a while. So the more crossovers they get, it's going to be beneficial for them. So why not? I'd like to see some, for sure. And Hassan is here. Hassan, good to see you. Welcome. Hope you're enjoying Raw so far. And Renegade also with those big, big eyes. Look at that. Renegade is loving this. That's great. And Johnny, come on, with those pizza. Wow. You guys got to stop it. I should have never told you that I'm on a diet, because ever since I have, Ricky and Johnny have been after me. Come on. Come on. As Rhea was looking very hot. That's right, Dale. She's looking good. I like the outfit. She's looking great. She's looking like she's on fire. But let's see, what is she here for? What does she have to do here? What is she going to be talking about? That's going to be interesting to see. We'll see how this goes, but I hope that you all are enjoying the show so far. Once again, I would like to thank everybody. King Tones, Andy. Of course, Andy has gone to sleep now, I know, but I hope you guys are having fun. True, Chris, Run DMG, Renegade, all of my brothers, Bobby, Luz. I hope you all are enjoying the show. Dale, Hassan, everybody. I hope you are enjoying the show. Tony, Ricky, Johnny, you guys are brothers. It's so good to be watching the show with you again, and it's been a good show. I did give it a 4 out of 10 early on. I give it a 6 later on. I'm probably sticking to 6 right now, maybe a 6.5, but the rating's only getting better as we're rolling on, as we're moving ahead with the show. It's a good show. And I can't believe how quickly the second hour of the show flew by, because it really did fly by. It really did. I mean, the second hour of the show was snappy. The first hour was good, but the second hour was really very, very good. I enjoyed the second hour. You know, Asuka came back. We saw Mustafa Ali coming back. We saw him wrestling. The second hour flew by. I loved it. That's right, Run DMG, brother. 6 is good. But the second hour flew by, and we're now very close to the main event. And the main event, I was critical of it at first, but the way the show is shaping up, I think the main event's got to be good as well. Look forward to it. Yeah, and I see a lot of pizza. Come on, Johnny. Come on. I don't know when I'm going to have a good size of pizza again. That's right, Run D6 is good for Raw. I love to be here. We are a family. That's right, Johnny. That's what it's all about. And speaking of family, look at that. We're now taking a look at this family right here. 2 families, actually. We saw Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan versus Sasha Banks and Naomi this past Monday, last week on Raw. Let's see how this goes down tonight. What's going to be happening. Rhea Ripley wasn't looking too happy, so I guess there's something that she needs to get off her chest. Age of Purple Lights, watch begins again. All right. That's right, guys. Take a look at the purple light. Are you going to be seeing some purple light tonight behind Rhea? Let's see if that's going to be happening. Or behind Liv Morgan. Let's see. That's a good catch right there, Jason, brother. Let's see. That's right. Look at those big eyes. And those heart emojis for Liv. I love those emojis. They're super funny. That's right. Liv Morgan got attacked, got jumped last week. Is she going to be joining the Judgment Day? Or is it going to be Rhea Ripley? Let's see, but somebody has got to join the Judgment Day for sure. No purple. Oh, wait a second. Wait a second. I am gonna... Yeah, my eyes are not deceiving me right now. Okay, I had to take off my sunglasses to take a better look. I can see Bobby with those big eyes there as well. I don't see purple light, but if you look at Ria Ripley, the makeup, the eyeshadow, or whatever you call it, I don't know what you call it. I think you call it the eyeshadow. Is it just me or is it purple tonight? It seems like the eyeshadow is kind of purple. So, I guess that's a hint again. That's right, Ria again. I love those emojis. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Oh wow. Liv Morgan bringing the heat. And now we're seeing some bare knuckle fight going on between Ria Ripley and Liv Morgan, the two former best friends no more, and they're attacking, going after each other. Why they fight? Come on. Wow, that's terrible. That's right, Ria is impaled tonight. It was purple. That's right, Jason. The eyeshadow was purple. It was purple. So I guess we didn't see the purple light tonight, but we did see the purple eyeshadow. That's gotta mean something. Cat fight, and I saw Gary. I saw the Gary before he took it off. Those big eyes, that beer emoji. I see that. We all loved what you saw right there. Ria and Liv are both great. And now why are these guys here? Come on. I can't stand the Sush company. Otis and his buddy right there, Gable, I can't.
Did you just call me a bee? Get out of here. Get out of here.
Thank you, Kevin. Get them out of it.
You know what? I'm not. What are you doing? What do you want?
It's me. We got our team next. We got a game plan.
Yeah.
Looking everywhere.
Game plan?
Yes.
Oh, you've been looking everywhere for me?
Yeah.
You think I forgot about last week?
What do you mean?
I was out there fighting my heart out for you.
Yeah.
And then you...
It's funny. Kevin Owens is a great guy, and whatever he's doing right now, getting angry so easily, and just being so real, and, you know, hating liars and hating bad people, it's funny. I mean, Kevin Owens is good. It's great. I can't... I mean, this guy's not over the top. He doesn't go crazy with his gimmicks, his character. He's just a real guy. I like it. Age of the Eyeshadow is black. So me and Jason are just seeing things then. I thought it was purple. I did take off my glasses too to make sure. But me and Jason, we just want it to happen so badly, Renegade, that we're seeing things. That's it. And that's right, Run DMG, KO Mania, indeed.
Anniversary either. No, sir. It's after WrestleMania Backlash. I'm about to show RK Bro and why the WWE Universe shouldn't mess with the Usos. So we better be on the same damn page. Yeah, man, let's get the W. Or the tribal chief gonna be real mad. Listen, trust me, bro. You don't wanna get on the tribal chief bad side.
Wow.
I see you out there.
The tribal chief, right? Can you believe those guys? This is our show.
Oh my gosh. Look at that. That was nice. I love Seth Rollins. I love all the people that I saw in the frame right there. The Usos, Kevin, Seth. They're all great. They're all great. RVD's returning to the WWE. I don't know about that, Liz. I don't know if that's it's got to be happening. Wait a second. Who's coming out right now? All right, there you go. It's time for the main event already, yeah? Time flies when you're having a good time. And I must say, for Monday Night Raw, time doesn't always fly. But tonight, it did. It did. The first hour of the show was good, but I would say that the first hour was nice. The second hour was great. I had a lot of fun in the second hour of the show. The returns were great. Mustafa Ali coming back was intriguing. I loved the second hour. The first hour was nice, but second hour did it for me. And time flew by in the second hour. And now we're already down to the main event. We're already seeing Cody Rhodes coming out, getting his pyro. Once again, I'm kind of mad that for Randy Orton and his celebration, the opening segment had no pyros. But Cody Rhodes gets all the pyros. So I'm a little mad right there. I rewinded and paused on Ria's eyes. Renegade, you're perfect. Thanks for that, brother. And RVD, the reason why, Luz, I see that, you know, you made that comment about RVD coming back. Now, RVD, from what I know, he's got some vision problems, and he's blind from one eye, or there's something going on, I believe. His vision is is impacted right now, which is why the WWE does not want him in the ring, which is why at the first place he was released and he was let go, because they don't want him wrestling, because his vision's impacted, and they don't want him to risk those high risk moves and the frog splashes and whatnot. They don't want to, they don't want him playing with his health. So that's why I don't know if WWE would be changing his stance on that, on his health problems, and actually bringing him back, because I know that the vision was a concern for the company. Yeah, his vision is impacted somehow. I can't recall exactly how, but his vision is impacted. And thanks once again for that. Renegade, that rewinding and pausing, and I see Bobby having some fun tea right there. Good stuff. True, finding it hilarious. That's right. And Johnny is finding it funny too. I see that. Possibly within the next month. What is that about? Oh, when is Bailey coming back? Thanks for that, Renegade. Thanks for asking that question, answering the question. That's right. And Randy Orton team is winning. They gotta win. I mean, it is Randy Orton's 20th anniversary celebration. They better win. Monday Night Raw has been good tonight. Except for Dana. I hate her. I see that. Yeah. I mean, the whole Dana and Reggie and, but Akira Tozawa and Tamina Snuka thing was so forgettable. It was so short that it's not even a problem if you forget about it. It was so damn short. But, yeah, was not the best part of Raw. I can see Bailey returning after WrestleMania Backlash. Already too many concussions. Indeed. He's had too many concussions. He's been, absolutely. Oh, wow. Look at that, guys. Look at that. All right. A big interview. I just got a text right now. This is stuff that you cannot make up. I'm just doing this watch along with you guys. We're having some fun. And I just got a text right now on my cell phone, and this is a text that really is great. I was waiting for this one, and this confirms a big interview which will be happening, which I will be recording at least this week. Now, the live interview could also be happening this weekend. This is a separate interview that I'd been wanting to do for a bit. These guys reached out. They wanted to do the interview. I wanted to do it, and I just got a confirmation that we could be doing it this week itself. So, big things coming up, guys. Big things coming up. I predict somebody's feelings will get hurt tonight, says Gary. I wonder whose feelings would that be, Gary? Would it be Matt Riddle? Would it be... I guess that's the only... I guess if you look at this whole thing, there are only two people who really have feelings for each other. That's Randy Orton and Matt Riddle. So if somebody's feelings getting hurt, it's got to be either of the two people, right, Gary? Is that it? And Renegade says, after Friday Night SmackDown, I do not want to see McIntyre and Zayn. I know, but we're going to be getting part 4, actually. We're going to be getting part 4 of that match. This time, we're going to be getting Drew McIntyre and Sami Zayn in the steel cage. I know it's a match that we don't deserve, but actually, we don't need either, but we're going to be getting it. We're going to be getting part 4 of the Drew McIntyre and Sami Zayn dance. Part 4, this time in a cage. Let's see how this goes. And I like Dana Brooke and Tamina. Yep, I know. R-Truth loves them, for sure. He loves being there around them. And thank you for that, Anthony. Welcome to the stream. It is good to see you. Welcome you. And thank you for that. Thank you. AJ got a text from Papa Joan. Ricky, man, you're a heel. No, it's not Papa Joan. It's a big, I would say, a big wrestler, a big promoter right now. So just got a text from them. And this is an interview that I told you guys about earlier. I said that we were going to do an interview which would basically get a lot of people talking, especially the people who are into independent wrestling, particularly PCW Ultra and stuff. They're going to be talking about this one. So, yeah, got a confirmation from them. It's going to be a big interview, and it's going to get a lot of people talking. Better believe me. It's going to be a controversial one. And Hassan, thank you for that. R-Truth loves the 24/7 title. Indeed, I mean, I don't know, he's like 50, 60-time champion right now. Probably even more, but he loves it, and I want to see the title back with him. I think he is the only one who should be having the title ever. He should retire with that title. When he retires, along with the Hall of Fame ring, if he's in the Hall of Fame, he should also be getting the 24/7 title. He should be retiring with that title, and retiring that title with him. But, yeah, that's him. That's his career so far. And we're getting some highlights once again from the little bit of the arm wrestling match between Lashley and Omos. And with the one arm wrestling match that I still cannot get out of my head, it's been years, but I still cannot get it out of my head, is the arm wrestling match between the Great Khali and Triple H. It happened years ago, I believe 2009, but I still cannot get it out of my head. I don't know why. For some reason, it just fixed right there. AJ, who do you want to see wrestle against Rita One Star on Mission Pro Wrestling and Impact Wrestling? That's right, Rita One Star, by the way, guys. She appeared this weekend, this Sunday, on the show, and we did a little interview together. And she's a great wrestler, great lady. I mean, she's been out there. She's done a lot of great stuff. She used to do circus before, and now she's doing wrestling, which is another circus of its own. It's interesting. Check out the interview because Rita One Star is a great wrestler indeed, and has a good backstory. So check it out. A true daredevil indeed. But Bobby, answering your question, I'd love to see Rita One Star take on Mickie James. I'd like to see her take on the likes of, of course, Natalia Markova would be nice if you talk about NWA. So many good potential rivalries out there. Tasha Steelz versus Rita One Star would be amazing. I'd like that. And with that being said, Omos, where is he headed now?
Attacks Bobby Lashley after he won the arm wrestle. Hold on a second, Chief. With absolutely zero due respect, are you daft? Did Bobby Lashley look like a winner when Omos was done with him and he was laid out on the campus? This arm wrestling challenge wasn't about brawn, it was about brains. And without me, Bobby Lashley wasn't able to see that. It's one of those things where he just, he's not the almighty without me. And this is just a preview of things to come. Because Omos has officially challenged Bobby Lashley to a match at WrestleMania.
Of course, it's gotta happen. All right, we're gonna be getting Omos versus Bobby Lashley at WrestleMania Backlash, and that match has been announced already. But let's see how this turns out. But I guess it's gotta be a good match. I think so. But we'll find out. And let's see what else do we have here. Ron Killings is a legend indeed, a true legend, 100%. I'm looking forward to Cody Rhodes to blindside Randy Orton. Would be interesting. Wow, legacy. Again, turning the back once again. Let's see. Lashley looks like a bigger version of the legendary boxer Jack Johnson. Interesting. Let's see. I'm actually going to pull up the picture of Jack Johnson for everybody to see. And see if we can notice a similarity. 1 second. That's wow. You're on point with that one. Okay. You're on point with that. That's true. That is so accurate. That is kind of scary. Yes, he does. Indeed, he does. I don't know, guys, if you can see it, but look at this guy. And tell me that he doesn't look like, kind of like Lashley. Really does. Look at his face. Look at his physique. Really does. That's a good one right there. True. Big up to you, brother. 24/7 title. Gotta go away. So boring. That's right. Ricky, when they first introduced it, I thought that's gonna be fun. Maybe yes. Maybe it's a good idea. But yeah, they haven't really done a lot of great stuff with it yet. And Great Khali, Omos, and Triple H. That's right, Renegade. Wow, you remember the date and the venue and the year? That's amazing. Yep, SmackDown it was. I still remember that. That stage from back in the day, 2008. That SmackDown and Raw stage with those giant LED screens. I believe they had one at the top, one screen in the middle, the Titantron screen, and the Minitron screen at the bottom. I used to be in love with that arena, with that stage. I love that. Yeah, hits me right there in the nostalgia train. I love that. And with that being said, Randy Orton in the ring again. And I know that Randy Orton calls this the best time that he's had in his entire career, the most fun he's ever had in his career. But him coming out here, sharing the spotlight with Matt Riddle, even for his 20th anniversary, is what I have a problem with. I wish Randy Orton would get his own entrance, at least for his 20th anniversary. But I guess he's all about the teamwork now, so because that's okay. I would like to see Rita One Star versus Thunder Rosa would be nice, for sure. Rosemary would be great. Kenzie Page would be nice. Bobby, you should be a booker. On point with those bookings right there. And Cody, a babyface, right? That's right, brother. Run DMG. That's right, brother. Cody is indeed a babyface and number 2 babyface, apparently, right now. Internally on the list of babyfaces, he's the number 2 babyface on Raw, which I think would be number 1 very soon because Bobby Lashley is slowly going down the ranks, right? He's no longer pursuing the world title. He's no longer the main event picture. He's kind of in the mid-card right now. So I guess the number 1's got to be Cody soon. And Johnny, thanks for those pizzas, man. Thank you. That's right. Let's go Team Orton. Look it up. That's right, Renegade. Really, I must tell you that True was on point with that Jack Johnson thing. Really cool. AJ, will you look up Jason Voorhees? Acknowledge me, Jason Voorhees. Okay, let's see what this is all about. Jason Voorhees. The name kind of sounds familiar to me. I can't recall it, but let's see. Jason Voorhees. Oh, of course I see that now. How did I? I was all into the wrestling thing, so I didn't realize what you meant by Jason Voorhees. Okay, of course, Friday the 13th. Real nice, Bailey. Real nice. That's right. You should too. That's right. Oh, thank you, Bobby. You're so nice. Thanks for that. I'm picking Team RK, bro. I guess this Raw tonight was highly predictable. We knew who were going to be the winners. I guess you all have an invincible score here, I guess. Everybody was on point with their scores. And the winner of this match is fairly easy to pick as well. It's got to be Team RK, bro. It's Randy Orton's 20th anniversary celebration. No way that he's not winning here tonight. He's got to win. But how good does it feel to see Cody Rhodes sharing the same ring, standing right next to Randy Orton? It's making me feel really nice, you know. I mean, I loved watching Legacy, one of my favorite factions of all time. I had a lot of fun watching them. And they gave us such memorable matches, a very memorable feud between Triple H and Randy Orton. Wait a second, Ezekiel, by the way, is the guy who just goes after Kevin Owens. Ezekiel has had enough of being called Elias. He said, I am not Elias, I'm Ezekiel. And he's had enough. And he goes jumping on Kevin Owens just like that. And they clear the ring. And right now, they are the only ones in the ring right now. Team RK, Team Randy Orton, RK Bro, whatever you want to call it, leading. And with that being said, we go to commercial. Of course, we had to go to commercial. But before we did, they had to give us just a little bit of the action. But I guess we're going to be seeing a lot of commercials here in the main event. At least 2 more commercials to go. And Ricky says, I pick RK Bro. Bobby picks apples. I like that. I'm picking Team RK Bro. I love that. And what is this guy about? What are you looking at, brother? I don't know what the deal is, but this guy. What's the deal with you? Thanks. Look away. Thank you. Yeah. Annoying me. Miz versus Mustafa was the hardest to call for me. Yeah, that was a hard one. I guess that's where I picked up the loss. I think everybody got it on point. I said it's gotta be Miz, but I was wrong. But you guys were firm on Mustafa, and you guys made the right call. And that's right, Tony's back. I'm back, laptop froze. That's okay, brother. Good to see you back. And we are now entering the main event. We have seen all the entrances. And, to begin some action, we saw Elias or Ezekiel jumping on Kevin Owens and Team RK Bro. And, of course, along with Cody and Ezekiel, they cleared the ring. And they were the only ones standing in the ring before we went to commercial. So right now, we are on commercial, waiting for it to be back before we see how this whole thing goes down. I love this about True, guys. I love it. Sometimes, actually not sometimes, all the time. All of you, I don't know if you guys speak my mind or what, but I love it. I love what True says right there. I still don't care about Cody Rhodes being back in WWE. Look, when it happened, it was great. I was happy for him to be back. I thought it was a big win. Bringing over the EVP of a rival company over to your company is a big W, without a doubt. But the honeymoon phase, I feel, for me, and I guess for True as well, got over real quick. I'm happy that he's back, but again, just bringing him out every single week, opening the show with Cody, closing the show with Cody, doesn't do it for me. You gotta be more compelling than that. Give us a bigger story. Give us a reason to care about Cody, to still care about Roman. Because I know the stuff that he did with AEW. We all know that. We all know that, right? But you cannot milk the whole thing about AEW now, right? It's been 4 weeks since he has come back. Now give us a compelling story for us to still care about Cody Rhodes. And I guess that's a valid and that's a fair point, because if you want us to care about something, you gotta give us a storyline, because wrestling is all about the storylines, right? So give us a good storyline to care about Cody. Right now he's doing something with Seth, and he's just getting started, so that's okay. I guess he can take a month or 2 months before he can get really deep into the storytelling, but right now he's having fun. Right now it's still about the honeymoon phase for a lot of people, and I guess for Cody as well. So let him have his second match, his second pay-per-view effort since he's returned, and let him have his another movement before he starts taking some losses and starts getting deep into the stories, I guess. But we'll see. And let's see what else do we have here. I was sweating bullets on that match. I see that Renegade. Wow. Really got you on your nerves, right? I'm back. I picked Cody's team. That's right, Chris. Wonderful pick right there. They gotta win. They gotta win for sure. Cody is more of a face in the WWE than these rival fans cheer for them. That's right. That's right. He is indeed a face, and I'm glad that he's getting a good treatment here, because if you look at AEW, the kind of treatment he was getting there was not too fair, because even though he was a top guy, fans, I believe, did not like him. They wanted to boo him. They wanted him to be turning heel. He came out from the middle of the thing. He didn't come out from the face tunnel or the heel turning. He came out from the center. People didn't like him. I guess he's in a better place now. Yeah, I think so. By the way, Ezekiel, the outfit, the whole armbands and whatnot, whatever he's wearing, the wristbands and stuff, really reminiscent of the Ultimate Warrior. Real cool. Actually cool. Nice. AJ MCW Pro Wrestling on May 15th on Fight TV. Can we do a watch along on May 15th? Bobby, I'll check it out. I'll look at my schedule. I'll let you know, brother. Thanks for letting me know. I'll keep an eye out for sure. And me neither. I was over it the next day. Renegade loved that. American Nightmare for Life. I love that, Renegade. Run DMG. I love it. That's right. American Nightmare for Life indeed. And hopefully it is only going to be the American Nightmare, not his wife. I don't want to see Brandy. I can tolerate Cody. I love Cody. He's great. But I don't want to see Brandy. I want to walk with Ezekiel. I love that. What was his new name? Zeke? I don't know. Speak with Zeke, or I don't know. That was his new catchphrase. Something weird, but yeah, he did use a catchphrase last week. I can't recall it. Speak with Zeke, or I don't know, weird, something weird. Yeah. Team Nightmare all the way. I love that. That's right. They gotta win for sure. No one wants to hear Zeke speak. That's right. Thank you for that. True. That's right. No one want to hear Zeke speak. Yeah, that's right. I want to talk with Ezekiel. I love that. Age, I'm gonna go to bed. Take care, Clay. Sleep well. Good night. And looking forward to watching Lashley tomorrow. That's right, she's going to be there in action tomorrow, I guess. Zeke, 100%. And Johnny, with those cookies and the milk. Thanks for that. Thank you. And with that being said, Cody Rhodes right now in the ring with Uso, and he's on fire. I'm pretty sure Randy Orton feels proud. I guess this is the first time in years that Randy Orton is seeing Cody Rhodes so up and close in the ring. You know, of course, they've had some matches after the whole legacy thing happened, and Cody Rhodes turned into Dashing Cody Rhodes, and he had that mask and whatnot. So Randy and Cody did have some matches even after the whole thing, but this has to be the first match in years and years that Randy and Cody are having together in the same ring. Randy's got to be feeling proud. Cody's come a long way, and he started his career basically with Randy Orton. So to see him come so far off, Randy's got to be proud. I like this, Elias. I mean Ezekiel. That's right, Renegade. Ezekiel. Elias is at home resting. This is Ezekiel. And you know, one interesting part about Elias is that WWE is very particular about Twitch and the external source of incomes for all these wrestlers. Elias actually got away with that because he was on Patreon and he was offering videos of his road to recovery to the fans on a special monthly price. That's right, he was charging fans some money to stay up to date with his road to recovery, and he did some live Q&A, some live interactions at some special monthly prices. There were different packages available on Patreon, and Elias did do that, and he got away with it, so that's interesting. And I want Brandy and WWE says Johnny. Okay, let's see. You know, me and Brandy don't get along, so I can't say that I want her. But let's see what happens. And right now, Seth Rollins is going after Cody. We are getting some deja vu from WrestleMania and a preview of WrestleMania Backlash as well. And Cody Rhodes is trying to make it to his team, to his corner, trying to make it to, I believe, Randy Orton, trying to tag him in, I guess. I guess he's got to do that. And Seth Rollins goes after Randy, kicking him right there to the ringside. Randy is down. Seth Rollins has Cody down as well. Cody looking dazed, going for the tag, and he tags Ezekiel. Oh my gosh, I wanted Cody to tag in Randy. I wanted them to have that little moment right there. Why don't you, Brandy, get along? Oh, Johnny, we go a long way. Actually, it's about Sammy. It's a long story, but I did put out a news on Instagram, and Instagram Wrasslinews is the largest wrestling news page on Instagram. So whatever we put out there, it makes an impact. It gets people talking. People care whenever we do on Instagram, the news we put out there. So I put out a news on Instagram. It was true. It was a statement that Brandy Rhodes made herself in an interview. So it was not a rumor. It was not a lie. It was not false reporting. It was something that she said in an interview, and she didn't like it. She didn't like the fact that I picked up on that particular thing that she said. She didn't like it, and she labeled it as fake news. I got back. I said, here we go again. I've been accused of fake news, falsely accused of fake news before, and this was not new for me. So I'm like, here we go again. I go out, I put some evidence out there that, hey, you know what, this is what she said. I've got the transcript, I've got the video, this is what she said. And Brandy wasn't too happy, and of course I got some indirect threats, and all that went down. Then I finally, Brandy Rhodes reached out herself, and the message wasn't too nice. No apologies, nothing like that. So yeah, we just don't get along. I guess she doesn't like me, but that's okay. That's alright. I would like to see NWA bring in Tasha Steelz and Savannah Evans and Cassie Lee and Jessie McKay and Madison Rayne and Teddy Dashwood and Rosemary. It would be nice, but it would be nice. I can't believe how stacked the Impact Wrestling roster is. You know, as you listen down those names, I was just thinking that, wow, look at how stacked the Impact Wrestling roster is. Really cool. Zeke needs to join the Nightmare family. I see that. Cody, Randy, Riddle. I would like that. Would love that. And Ezekiel is built like the Ultimate Warrior. Indeed. And you know, they were trying to repackage Elias as the Macho Man not too long ago. But the whole plans fell apart. And now, apparently, Ultimate Warrior. Interesting. That's right, Johnny. Yeah, and you know, I've had this experience before with a lot of wrestlers. I've had it with the likes of Nikki Bella. And I'll tell you what, Nikki Bella reached out. I can show you guys the whole message that I have here. She reached out. She apologized. She was the bigger person. Brandy was not. So, and true, I don't want to, you know, make any assumptions here because I didn't have a good experience with Brandy. But from what I've heard is that a lot of people have had similar experiences with her. And especially people who run online news pages or they run some kind of communities. I've heard that she has tried to get an upper hand over them and dominate them in some way. But I wasn't going to be dominated because I make sure that any news I put out is verified numerous times with a lot of sources before I put it out. So there's no way that, you know, anything that I put out there, especially on Instagram or YouTube as news, would be a lie and would be not accurate. And that's why I had nothing to fear when she accused. I'm like, that I've got nothing to fear because I'm not wrong. And I guess that's what she had a problem with. But that's all right. And Nikki Bella, I've told you guys about Nikki Bella. I mean, you know, we all know how Nikki is, and we know, I mean, the people don't really like her, but she reached out, wrote like an essay kind of a message, really big message, apologized. Was cool. She was cool. You gotta respect for Nikki for that. I want to see, but Nikki Bella did promise me an interview. She did, which she never lived up to. So I got a problem there. She still owes me an interview. She promised me one, and she still owes me one. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, she has promised me an interview. Hopefully down the line. Yeah. I want to see Giselle Shaw wrestle on NWA. Would be nice, for sure. Giselle would be nice. Yep. Not cool. Brandy, indeed. Hassan, that's right. I mean, look us up on Instagram, guys. Wrasslinews on Instagram. If you haven't checked us out already, yeah, we've got a pretty prominent page up there. And that's right, Nikki Bella, indeed. And I must say, guys, I mean, I must tell you, YouTube, Wrasslinews, really, I mean, we were around since 2017, as was Instagram, 2016, 2017. But I used to post on and off, share some interviews on YouTube and whatnot. Instagram always used to be my focus. But now I've turned my focus to YouTube. And with your love and your support, we have gone from like 300, 400 to 5,000 in a matter of months. Over 5,000. And it's all because of your love, guys. Your support. So I owe you guys everything. Thank you. Thank you for the love. And with that being said, Seth Rollins gets Matt Riddle into the corner. Matt Riddle with a big elbow strike to Seth Rollins. He's looking to fly. He's looking to fly, and he does. Goes down on Rollins. Matt Riddle has the match under control right now. Look at what's happening. I guess we're going to be looking at a dual hot tag, a double hot tag here. Rollins is going to tag Kevin Owens in, likely. And Riddle's going to be turning in Randy Orton for sure. Actually, we got Jimmy in there. Uso is in, and he's going to go for the cover. And 1-2 and a kick out from Riddle, as you'd expect. And Johnny, brother, I am hungry right now. So those chocolate emojis are not helping. And that's right, Johnny. I see the love for Nikki Bella. I would like to see Clark Connors Wrestle on both Best of Super Juniors. Clark would be nice for sure. Did you have Jordan for an interview? Jordan Grace, not yet, but she is definitely next in line. So WMRC, Jordan Grace. Of course, we have Josh Alexander are next in line for Impact Wrestling. They're going to be joining us for interviews soon, for sure. And right now, as we can see, Uso tag right in, and Kevin Owens is standing there. He's having fun. He's enjoying himself. And Riddle, not so much. He's on the receiving end, all the offense. Randy Orton doesn't look too nervous because he knows that his partner is tough, and he's going to be able to rise back up, bounce back up, and get the match under control once again. And with that being said, Uso with a backbreaker to Riddle, and Riddle is in pain. Look at him screaming in agony. That doesn't look too good. Here's your thoughts on Nikita Lyons, Bobby. My thoughts are like everybody's thoughts. I want to see more of Nikita. I think she's great. And as she said, she's flexible as well, right? She said it this past week on NXT. So Nikita is good. I just want to see her more in the ring to be able to judge her wrestling skills. But really, she's great. So far, very appealing personality, very likable character. I think the sky's the limit for her. If she's able to keep up the momentum, I think she's going to go places. I think so. Alright, thanks for those again. Wow, even Bobby jumps on the train with the food emojis and sends me his loaf of breads. I see that, guys. Wow, you guys are not helping my diet or my hunger right now. Not helping it. Wow, terrible heel turn from Bobby and from Johnny again. And with that being said, we're going to be getting a feel-good moment, a hot tag between Randy and Riddle. It's going to be happening. I wish we could see a moment like this. Oh, whoa. Seth Rollins is in there to ruin the movement. And Uso comes in going after Riddle. Cody Rhodes is not too happy. I want to see a feel-good moment like this between Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton. I would like for it to happen. By the way, Kevin Owens is going to go for a big Swanton bomb, going for the cover right there. Johnny, thank you for that. Terrible, man. But Kevin Owens went from the Swanton bar, hit it right there on Riddle, going for the cover, and he kicks out. And Riddle kicks out like that. Look at that. Ice cubes, huh? I see. And with that being said, wow, big chops, and big punches from Riddle onto Uso, and Uso is definitely dazed. Riddle is going to go for the kick. Uso catches him right there, and with the big reverse kick right there from, wow, and the kick connects. Thanks for the kick. Riddle was able to get to Randy. I don't think that Uso realized it, but Randy is in the match right now. He's in control as we speak. Wow, and he's going to that zone. That's right, and this is like the final 4 minutes of the match. So I believe Randy Orton is going to win it, and we're going to see some celebration here. We did not get to see any movement between Cody and Randy. I guess they're saving it for a bigger night, but we're seeing Randy Orton on fire, so that's good. Oh my gosh, what is going on here? Everybody is turning heel on me. TYFU, it is good to see you, but wow, and Renegade, even you, brother, everybody with those food emojis, you gotta be kidding me, guys. Not only am I'm on a diet right now, but I'm also hungry, so these are not helping me out. By the way, Randy Orton is snapping. He's going to that zone. He's unstoppable. He cannot be stopped. He's putting Kevin Owens to the table. Beautiful table spot from Randy right there. So good. Randy going to that zone. I did not like Riddle until he started tagging with Randy. That's right, Renegade. I don't like Riddle even now. I don't think that him, sticking out with Randy has helped him, at all, because I don't like him still. And with that being said, Randy is now going for the vintage Randy Orton with the DDT, and he does it. Beautiful DDT from Randy Orton. I'm sending something healthy. Thanks for that, Renegade. Thank you for that. But I'm hungry. But thank you. I love you for that, brother. You're awesome. And with that being said, Randy Orton is now going into that zone, going for the RKO, sending it up. This could be some trouble. Oh, wow. And Seth Rollins jumps Randy Orton from behind. I'm a face because sushi helps you lose weight. Thank you for that, TYFU. I just realized that. You guys are great. Thank you. Thank you. Love you guys. Thank you, brother. And with that being said, Kevin Owens with a big super kick to Cody and a stunner to Orton and Ezekiel. Wow. Beautiful, beautiful. Beautiful teamwork between Ezekiel and Orton. Orton with an RKO to Kevin Owens. And now, I believe RKO to... There you go. Beautiful RKO once again to Uso. And his brother looking to fly. Randy Orton gonna go with the mid-air RKO. Wow, all versions, all variants of RKO right now. And Renegade says, alright, that's right, the match is over. And Randy Orton with the big win, 6-0. Renegade, it was a predictable Raw, but a very enjoyable Raw. This was a good Raw, I must say. After going through some terrible Raws the past 2 weeks, this one was refreshing. We saw some good returns. Feel-good movement right now between Randy and his partners. You know, he's raising his arm. He's raising Cody Rhodes' arm in victory, shaking his hand. That's nice. This is good. Velvet Sky and May Valentine tomorrow would be nice, brother. Yeah, we're going to be seeing them for sure tomorrow. And this was nice. Feel-good movement right there between Randy and his colleagues. That was nice. Good Raw. 5 stars, says Tony. And I was critical of the main event. I thought this was going to be, scrambled eggs and whatnot. But no, the way it worked out was nice. I was wrong. This was a good main event. You guys were right. This was a good main event. I enjoyed it. I give tonight's Raw an 8 out of 10. Renegade, I'm going to be right with you, brother. I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10 too. I think it was all about the feel-good moments here tonight, right? I mean, the matches were decent, but really it were the movements that made tonight's Raw. It was the Mustafa Ali returning, the Asuka returning, the Becky Lynch, whatever she's doing now, the little thing we got between Ria and, of course, Liv Morgan. It was all about those movements, and I enjoyed it. The Randy Orton, of course, so good. And your Marsh Rocket and BLKGs and Jordan Clearwater, I mean, I have to see more of them for sure, but BLK, love him, love BLK. And Gary says 6 out of 10 for the night. Yep, that's a very decent score indeed, brother. And 7 out of 10 says Chris, there you go. And Gary, it was nice, man. I mean, I must say that we did not see anyone feeling bad or anybody's feelings getting hurt, but hopefully they're saving it for WrestleMania Backlash. Hopefully we see Riddle jumping on Orton or Orton jumping on Riddle at WrestleMania Backlash. And I can see here 7 out of 10 from Chris, 7 out of 10 from Dale, and Johnny gives it a 10 out of 10. That's great. 7 from Jason, and True 7 out of 0.5. Beautiful. I guess the average rating for tonight is a 7. Because, of course, Renegade give it an 8, I give it an 8, Gary 6, you guys give it a 7, 7.5, Johnny 10, beautiful. So 7, 8 is the average rating. Beautiful stuff, guys. We had a great time. 9 from TYFU, that's amazing. Great stuff. 10 out of 10 from Bobby. I guess the average rating now is 8. Amazing. And 10 out of 10 for Liv Morgan and Ria Ripley and Asuka. Beautiful. This was the best Raw in a long time. I agree, Renegade. It really was. AJ, you see more food emoji. Oh my gosh. And that's right. Tomorrow we're going to be here for NWA Power, as we are always, and for NXT. We're going to be having some fun. I look forward to watching the shows with you all. You guys are the absolute best. And Raw, 8 out of 10 from Chris. Chris, I hope we see Bailey soon, brother. Thank you so much, guys. You guys are the best. I mean, I cannot watch one episode of wrestling without you guys. You guys are just the best. You guys make it so much more enjoyable for me. Thank you so much. You all have a good night. I see you, Johnny. I'm super hungry now, so I'm gonna go get some food. You guys go to bed. Take care. Sleep well. I'm gonna be seeing you all tomorrow. Good night, and be well. Tomorrow for NXT, it's gonna be a fun show, and again, we're gonna be ringside for NXT. A brand new arena, a brand new setup. We're gonna have fun. Thank you. Good night. Take care. Bye-bye.